Paper Dungeon back again live. We've been doing some pre-recorded stuff up until now, but we're back not with the main campaign because I'm DMing. That's why I'm introing today. Um,
Hey.
yeah, this is not going to be a one shot in Nico Muris, so we're not going to have any fancy like roll the clip, Drew, or anything like that. But we do
Thank
have some
goodness.
plugs. Yeah, no kidding. We do have some plugs to get through first. How about Lydia?
Me. Oh,
Grant.
no.
Oh, Grant's got no.
Lydia's
Grant's got
it.
it.
You already said Lydia. I was just going to
Okay.
volunteer. You
Lydia,
hesitated.
Lydia, do you want it?
Hey guys, long time no see. Check us out on
Lydia
social
forgot how to
media.
do this.
Check us out on social media. We got Instagram, we got Twitter, we got
TikTok.
TikTok. We got that one. Yeah.
Now because someone so rudely interrupted me, why don't they go next? How about Grant?
Hey, if you're on podcast, thanks for listening. If you're on YouTube, you can see our faces. And you know where else you can see our faces and hear our voices at the same time? While we're saying and doing the things? Twitch!
Wait.
We're live on Twitch on Monday evenings. That's how we do this show, if you didn't already know.
Really?
So you can show up, you can say hello. Also on Thursdays, we're also live there. And if you have Amazon Prime, you can use it for a free sub, and it helps us out for free. And you get fun little emotes and stuff. So for free, sub
Also-
Prime if you have Amazon Prime.
Also,
Yeah.
shout out to the podcast listeners. We love you. I'm sorry. I was. We're
Look,
behind a few
Not
episodes.
really showing the love, Drew.
We're
Just saying.
We're
We've-
we're behind a few episodes. I was unable to actually work on the podcast the past 2 weeks because of a lot of holiday stuff, and then I'd left the state and didn't bring the proper stuff to work on it. But this week, we're gonna be fully caught up.
That's
kidding.
okay.
It's gonna be great.
We're all good.
And
You know what's interesting? I don't think this episode will be on podcast, which I realize that we've probably done this a lot to only YouTube videos, which is kind of funny. But I see some podcasters in chat. So hello, YouTube. If this is one day on podcast, there you go.
Last but
Thank
not
you.
least, for perhaps the first time that I think he's ever done mine.
Hello. Welcome to the Paper Dungeon. Because of my current living situation, which is not where I actually live, I don't have the Wi-Fi capabilities to actually have the stream open. So I would just like to put in chat right now that I was first. Just saying. Okay. Just
That was not
putting
what
that
we
out
thought.
there. Well, I got the floor. Just saying that. Okay, I'm first. But we do have a few announcements, like Aaron said. First of all, we have a store. You check us out at thepaperdungeon.com. We have a store where you can find some merch. Speaking of that merch, Lydia makes a bunch of her own stuff, a bunch of beautiful, beautiful art. So you can go check out her store, lydiacorn.com.
Lydia
The
Corinne.
website's actually currently down because it's going under some remodeling.
Debated.
Come back later to check out Lydia's store. She also does art commissions, and I believe that she has availability. So
No.
definitely commission her for
No.
because the website's
Later,
down.
sometime. You can chuck
The
later.
website's down, therefore you can't actually commission her currently.
Well, like,
when
not right
when
now.
the website's back up?
Well, yeah, but you still have
okay, so it's a
availability.
little-
Like,
let
if
me
someone
look-
DM'd
okay,
you
so
on
here's- So I have the
Instagram.
website, and the website will have access to all the art I do. And then I have Ko-fi, which is where you do the commissions. But I don't have commissions open right now.
Okay. That
Speaking
answers the
of
question.
Ko-fi,
So there we go.
yes.
Copy.
Now
Speaking
you
of
know.
Ko-fi, that is one of the 3 ways that you can donate to the stream if you happen to like our content. You can donate through Ko-fi. There's the Streamlabs donations, and you can sign up to be a part of our Patreon. We have been focusing on putting out some more content for that, and we just released a little mini series going
4
over
whole
Captain
episodes.
Laura's imprisonment. So there's 4 episodes for that. Very, very fun. And we should be having content that is released at least monthly, if not bi-monthly or a little bit more. We're
Yeah.
not
Well,
quite
I
sure
think
yet.
that the next release is this Thursday, isn't it? Or Thursday, Friday ish, somewhere around there.
Let's see. Is it
It's either this
it
this
should be
Thursday or
the-
the next Thursday.
Where's the Christmas? No. We just streamed that.
No,
It's
we just
Drew's-
It should be
it's-
this
one shot.
upcoming Thursday.
Yes.
Or
So
Friday, this
check
upcoming
out
Friday,
our
sorry.
Patreon this upcoming Thursday or Friday, probably Friday, for some new Patreon content, which will be super exciting. Drew DM'd for us, and it was a blast. So we had a lot of fun with it. I think that's all my announcements.
Well, alrighty then. I suppose that means that we can actually get to the playing Dungeons and Dragons.
And we don't use the intro because it's not on Nico Muras.
Exactly.
It's
We have.
unrelated.
Wait, we need to explain our characters.
Oh, that is a very important
I
thing.
was also gonna say it,
yeah.
but I didn't know if we wanted to do that before or after.
So I'll do the really quick thing. If you tuned into the last Table Scraps this past Thursday, kind of everyone was getting together and talking, hanging out. Grant was in the chat. Everyone else was on stream, and they all decided that they wanted to make a character for another member of the cast to play. So they all pretty much got their characters like 30 minutes before we started streaming. So expect people to not know what their abilities do, to not remember who they are or what their backstory is, if they even have one. It's things are occurring. Is that good enough, or do you want to?
So
Great.
I
I think that's good.
made
yeah.
DJ's character.
Lydia made DJ's. DJ made Grant's.
Yes, I made Grant. Yes.
Grant made Drew's, and
Yes.
Drew made Lydia's.
Lydia. That's a circle.
Yes.
We did it.
Although it's actually not a circle on stream. It's an
Oh,
hourglass.
well.
It's
Come
actually
on,
it's
Drew.
a sideways 8.
Okay.
I think.
Wait,
That
what?
Isn't that just an infinity?
So
I
it's
see what
an
you're saying.
infinity symbol.
Yeah.
Wait, that is an infinity symbol.
Beyond the point.
But it's not. But yeah.
We're in a weird
Guys, I'm trying to DM.
Go for it, Aaron. We're here. We're happy that
Okay.
you're DMing.
First off, I'm going to give a little bit of an overview of what you're about to be thrown into. This is a world that I've been working on for a long time. It was originally part of Drew's world. It was a continent that I recently was like, I like this a lot. So I'm just going to steal it for myself and make it into a whole new world.
Which is
It
totally
is-
fair because my world doesn't
Yeah.
have anything going for it right now. So
Yeah, exactly. So I will kind of guide us in. There may be things that you don't know. If you have any questions, feel free to ask and I'll make it up as I go. This world does not have a name as of yet, but it has a whole lot of locations named. So your party, your group of 4, requested by King Ramesh of the Tarneth Empire, has been sent to the Eld. In this world, the Eld is a massive forest. It is such a large region that if it were to be a civilization or a country or something along those lines, it would be the largest one on the planet. Whereas everywhere else in the world has progressed throughout the times and is very traditional high fantasy, very standard Dungeons and Dragons with elves and wizards and stuff, the Eld has remained in the past, steeped in deep ancient magics with creatures and places that have not been seen for thousands upon thousands of years. People at one point in time had tried to capture the Eld. They have been, as of yet, very unsuccessful because the Eld fights back. There are people, though, who live there, natives to the Eld, who understand its rules and somewhat frown upon outsiders encroaching on their lands. This is where you now stand, the entrance to the Eld. On one side, sheer cliff faces, massive mountains that span the outer westward side of the Eld. And then to your right, you can see the beginnings of the mire, bog filled with massive peat moss pitfalls where you could drown in the earth before you even had time to blink. And then right where you are, a very narrow, maybe 5 miles of forest that is the safer entrance into the Eld. King Ramesh has sent you here because his wife, the queen, has fallen ill, and it is your task to capture a Beur, a hag that lives deep in the mountains and has prophetic capabilities that he believes will be able to not only cure his wife, but also protect his kingdom from encroaching invaders. Your task is to journey into the Eld to the small village of Vresh. Find a guide, locate a Beur, and capture it. Now, in this world, the Fae are very, very common, or as the Eld, people of the Eld call them, the Sidhe, S-I-D-H-E. On the other hand, there are also creatures of the night from the Shadowfell, things that wander through the land when there is no moon, whereas the Fae love the sight of the full moon overhead. The things that you have to protect yourselves are as follows: silver, fire, iron, and the word of God. We now begin our story. If you would like to introduce your characters as you are about to journey into the Eld, there's a small path in front of you, basically a game path. Who would like to start?
Well,
with
do we want
kind of their
to
introductions?
describe the character we made for the other person, or do we want to go around and say how we understand our characters?
That's a very interesting question. What would you guys like to do?
Ooh, what do we want to do?
I think we should have us explain the character as we have interpreted it, and then just see how
Okay.
far off we actually are.
Okay,
I'm
yeah, we'll
super
just swing
excited.
it. Yeah.
Who wants to start?
No
volunteer? Oh,
I guess.
Thanks, DJ, for being the first.
I am playing Sir Davin Bologna, a high elf bard who is currently in the search of adventure, looking to explore the world and shirk responsibilities. That's what I'll say for that.
Fantastic. So an armored, you're knight-esque, correct?
Oh yes, yes.
very-
I forgot. I'm a knight. Yes. Yeah.
Pause.
Uh-huh.
Alright.
So standing next to this just absolutely brilliant, adventurous knight, who would like to say who they are next?
I can go.
Grant, light them
I
up.
can go. My name is Sebastian Hell.
We did not know about this beforehand. We were not informed.
So I am a wizard, tiefling wizard, and man, I have had a rough go at life recently. Man, I miss my I had a really big crush one day. And-
Just one day.
I mean, it was more than one day.
It was long at
but
first.
it was one day long ago, and ever since
Ah.
I've carried that crush with me with a heavy heart. And
Didn't join you on your journey, huh?
I've just been going to taverns a lot, and I feel lonely. But there are things to do out there. People to help, so I'm here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Tyranny will not stand in your way.
Yeah.
Who's up next?
I guess I can go.
Okay.
I'm playing Ingo Trill.
Ingatrill.
Ingatrill, thank you.
Ingatrill. Yeah.
Ingatrill Ferrum. A rock gnome cleric who is the embodiment of the forge and the hearth and the fire, who will one day save his rock gnome people who are scattered in the land, and
I think I already did that.
and bring about a new era of peace and prosperity.
So nicely said. I might
Fantastic.
drop your entire
So-
backstory in the chat.
We
I
have
might do that.
put it in Stream Talk. It's a great place for it.
Stream talk. I'll do it.
So standing next to the high elf, the tiefling, and the rock gnome, last but not least,
Hi, I'm Spork. I am a goblin ranger, and yeah, I came to
what she's got.
adventure and fulfill my destiny as a utensil. I mean, adventure. It's when I'm here. I'm here to do a thing.
Hey, you are a person, not an object.
I
God.
am a person, not an object.
You deserve
Okay.
respect.
Respect.
Hmm.
excellent. So this
I love you
ragtag
so
group
much.
of three weirdos and
And a trench coat.
stand in
Ingrid-
front of the entrance to the Eld. The forest looms ahead of you. It is bright overhead. You know that you will have to spend one night in the Eld before you can make it to the city. Whoever is leading you into the forest, could you please make a survival check with advantage? Because I assume that someone.
I'm on it.
I don't even have dice.
I'm on it. Oh yeah, I
Do
forgot.
you not have
about
dice with you, DJ?
I don't have
Also,
dice. I'll just tell Google to roll things.
Google. Yeah.
Okay,
I
I,
don't-
have
oh,
3
no.
dice in front of me.
I
so
don't
I'll
know
use those
exactly
ones
how
for
it will affect Spork, but forests and mountains are her favorite terrain.
That's good. I believe that means that you will get like advantage on your stuff or something like that.
Okay.
Just go with that for now, and I'll figure it out.
Okay.
While she's figuring that out, Sir Davin, in his leather armor, just kind of like rock,
okay.
puts his hands on his hips and kind of.
Your
I got
proficiency
it,
is
you're good.
bonus. Your proficiency bonus is doubled for stuff related to your region.
Awesome. Still keep the advantage. You've got help anyway.
Okay.
And you can't become magically. You can't become lost except by magic means. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Continue.
A 23.
Oh, easy. You look at this forest and your eyes pick up on every detail that you need to make your way through. There's a very lightly traveled, it almost looks like a game trail that is barely worn down by the few amount of people who enter the Eld. And there are little runes written in Eldic, which is the language of the people of the Eld. Basically common, but with funny words here and there. That are marked that basically are like, no trespassers, beware, death is in front of you, welcome to the Eld.
Is tutu one of those funny words?
No.
Oh.
Dang it. Yeah, so as I was saying, Sir Davin kind of like rocks his hips and goes, yeah, so, who wants to go first?
I'm on it this way.
Oh, there she goes. All right.
I think that Spork can take the lead.
I'm the leader. Come on.
Fantastic.
I think we should
You'll-
follow the goblin.
Yeah, you all follow Spork into the Eld. As you enter, there is an immediate tone shift. Right now, you are currently in late autumn, so things are starting to get cooler, but it's still relatively warm out. You are walking northward as the Eld is in the north, and a stiff, cold wind blows from the south.
I fall over.
Does the soundtrack also shift to a minor chord?
Yes. Specifically, even the atmosphere around you feels weightier. It feels heavy. As you are now, it's almost like any sound that is outside of the forest is blocked. You hear the chirping of birds, things rustling in the undergrowth, animals flitting between trees and scurrying around bushes and corners. It is very overgrown here, so going is pretty slow as you have to push away through various shrubbery and small trees that have propped up. Every once in a while, the trail is split entirely as just a massive trunk of these huge pines and oaks dot your path, and you have to squeeze through narrow areas, trying to not stay too close to these like very steep cliffs to your side that slowly begin to curve away, but mountains are very large, so it takes a while to not be next to a mountain.
Yeah.
But with Spork's expert navigation, traveling is actually pretty easy. Like that
Nice.
survival check, you don't get lost. It's never like, oh no, a fork in the road, and Spork's like, aha, a spork in the road,
I've spoken
and-
of-
and then takes you down the right
I
path.
get to spoon.
It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell.
Mhm.
Eventually you get towards the around the area, like Spork, you've traveled for long enough. The sun is beginning to set. You should be roughly 3/4 of the way to Vresh. It is time to make camp. Easy enough. You guys know how to make camp.
It's bedtime.
While they're setting up camp, I pull out my lute and I just start singing a little ditty.
Fantastic.
Can
you
Sir
actually,
Davin Balogna, I
I
love the way your voice pings across the leaves.
So you can sharpen your knife.
Let's say we all share a drink tonight. And he starts pouring some drinks for everybody.
Fantastic.
Aye.
Sebastian just keeps pouring his own drink. He pours like a little bit for everybody and then just drinks the bottle.
Hey, Sir Davin.
Yeah,
Sir
yeah.
Davin Balogna.
Uh-huh,
Can
yeah.
you roll a performance check?
Let me just roll this d20 on Google.
Okay. While he does, I have to
No,
admit
that's not
something,
good.
guys. Drew has not roleplayed yet because he's so overwhelmed by the amazing roleplay of all of his fellow players.
Stop.
Oh,
Literally given this prompt for a character 10 minutes ago, and they're like, "We got it, no problem."
I assumed that you were
Inga
just
Twelve?
playing the strong silent type.
Yeah, you're just
Yeah,
my
rugged,
go-to.
solemn.
You're very stoic.
Inga 12.
You know.
Inga 12.
You-
Inga 12.
I don't know if I should respond to Lydia or let DJ do his thing.
no, go ahead.
Don't
Go
let
for it,
DJ
go
do
for it.
It's
anything.
Spork talking to Ink.
Okay.
Inga 12.
Yes, Spork.
I did not
I
expect
just
this.
wanted to hear your voice.
What a turn! Holy cow!
I
Oh.
wanted.
Just came
Okay,
out.
bye.
He's a gnome.
I expected like, yes, Spork.
He's a
I only
gnome.
have you.
That's all.
Right,
He's
hey,
not a
man.
dwarf.
Fantastic.
That's all. That's all. I just wanted to say hi. Okay, bye.
So I'm rolling a performance check.
Performance check, yes.
10.
10. You know, you're playing lightly. This is actually a good thing because one thing that you know about lutes is that they're meant to carry sound. And you are in a forest with no walls. So you actually pad your lute a little bit before you start playing so it kind of mutes the noise. So it just
Take
keeps the
me
sound
to
to the edges of the
I
firelight.
wish like a bong with the shine of your lash.
You can't sing that. That's copyright. That's
That's
copyright.
an original. Yeah, it's too good.
We're
also,
gonna get sued anyway because we're
Sir-
playing D&D.
Sir David Bologna doesn't know how to play the lute.
It's a lyre. I'm sorry. I strum on my lyre.
Plink, plink.
That's very different. That's very
Yes,
different.
it's a very, very Brum, take
So-
me to church.
He also doesn't have a lyre.
I don't have a lyre. What the heck?
Horn.
You have a horn. You
Under
can,
my
you can't
tools,
sing
it
with
says
a horn.
flute, horn, and lyre.
Oh,
That's your
also-
tools proficiencies.
Oh my gosh.
don't
Okay,
have
let me look at my
lyre.
inventory.
I forgot. I forgot. Spork has a war gong.
Okay, wait. I can do this. Wait.
Oh my god.
So I have a horn.
Oh my gosh, David, I can join you. I take out my war gong.
It's too big for her.
You've been
She, like,
rolling it in
slams
It's
front
my
of you.
shield. I use it as a
Oh
shield.
shoot, yeah, that's
Oh,
smart,
that's
huh?
smart. So every
That's
time
wicked
somebody hits
smart.
it, it's like gong.
Is there anything that would matter to this game that you guys would like to do before you go to sleep?
I would
Aaron's like, I'm already worried that this is gonna be longer than 4 hours.
I would like to amend my character voice.
Deal.
You
Oh,
can do
I
whatever
loved
you
it.
like.
I loved it. It was great.
I'll
It's
allow it.
amazing because you have this big, strong, heroic character who's going to change the world, and he sounds like a child. It's amazing. It's a perfect contrast.
Anyway,
So the
They did
answer
not
is
fit
no,
stereotypes, bro.
is what I'm hearing.
I don't have anything particularly
Don't have anything that
important
you guys
to the
would-
plot of the game.
Can I
would you guys
start
like to?
making a loot?
I will tell you right now. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if Ingatrill is of the level for him to just be able to craft a thing
I mean,
like for free.
I possess Mason's tools, Smith tools, and Tinker's tools, and I'm proficient with them.
I think that your level isn't high enough for you to do the fancy stuff yet. But between your group and your
I
multiple
cast
proficiencies,
fireball.
I can assume that you craft a little. You take apart your lyre, and then maybe it's a, or your horn. Maybe it's one of those instruments that you can take apart and turn it into a different instrument. It's like a Lego,
Yeah.
like a Lego set.
You know
But for
how
horns.
Miguel from Tulio Miguel makes
Hey.
a loot out
Hey.
of junk?
No. You have a horn. That's what you have.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
DJ.
Do that trumpet. Do
Your
that trumpet.
Spork has spoken, and I can do nothing about
Fair.
it. You
Ah.
have
He's the one who
I
made the
love the
character.
sound of the horns through the
Uh,
trees.
what?
Oh my god, during my spit.
What order are you going to keep watch, or
I'm going to sleep.
okay?
Ingatrill will keep first watch.
First watch for Ingatrill. Is anyone else keeping watch?
I guess,
Uh,
I mean,
just
I'm an
stays up
elf,
all
so
night
I only
long.
need 4 hours.
Okay.
So I'll take second watch, and we should be.
So Sebastian is not. So between
Ah.
the two of you, you're keeping watch.
A full night's rest.
yes. Well, between
Fantastic.
Ingatrill and me, we'll keep rest.
In that case, I'm going to assign Drew odds and DJ evens.
Yeah.
This makes my life easier. I was going to roll a d4 and see which one it landed on, but okay.
You could still do that. You could still do that without you.
Okay, so I'll have both of you roll perception checks for your watch.
Ooh,
Okay.
you're in trouble.
Wait, can I roll on D&D Beyond? I think I can, but I'm not going to.
I've misclicked rolled so many times.
You know what's funny is that DJ was at my house and I have extra dice. Like
I know.
so many
I
dice.
used four sets of Lydia's dice to make Grant's
Also,
character. And I didn't
I-
borrow
Fan
any.
rolled a
sent you a
12.
book, DJ, that I have. It was Faye. Sent you a book.
Yes.
Fan.
That's
so
see.
I
yeah.
have it, and you were at my house earlier as well. Sorry. Continue. We're playing
Thanks
a
for the
game.
book, by the way.
I got 12.
I got 17.
12. Oh, 17. That's quite good. So, Ingatril, you go to rest. For the most part, you're not terribly concerned. It is not a full moon and it is not a new moon.
No, okay.
So the likeliness of you being horribly raided by some random fae or some creature of the night is pretty low.
That's good.
Or at least to your knowledge, it's pretty low. You aren't native to the Eld. Where you come from, the fae don't really show up unless it's a full moon, and that's like a maybe at best.
Mhm.
You've had a bunch of dealings with the fae in the past, because I know your backstory, because Grant read it aloud. So you are pretty experienced in dealing with them, but their actual tens and habits are still a little bit of a mystery, not only to you, but to everyone. But you still feel relatively safe at the fireside. You keep an ear out. There's the odd rustle of movement in the brush. You do see an owl swoop down and grab a mouse that was scurrying between bushes. But for the most part, standard nighttime activity.
Nice. Well, that
finish your
seems to be a
shift.
good start for the day.
Well, it's
Oh
night.
my gosh.
I'm so in love with that voice.
Wow.
You
I
finish
suppose I should
your-
probably wake the Sir David.
Oh my gosh.
You wake Sir David.
Sir David, it is time for you to awake.
Yes, Your Highness. Huh?
I'm going to bed.
Oh. Yeah, okay. I got you.
Fantastic.
I got a 17 on my perception check.
Yes, I am aware of that is the thing that you have done. That is just excellent.
Excellent.
So you
I've never been called anything other in my life.
wow. You sit up, you put your back against one of the many oaks that is surrounding your campfire. You just kind of
Start
gaze
playing
out
some really
into the
light
darkness.
late night jazz.
Yeah.
Just
On your
really, really
lyre.
light. Nothing to distract, nothing that
Um,
will keep me from perceiving, but just really light.
Several hours pass. You're around halfway through your shift. The moon is high overhead. Not a full moon, not no moon. It's around a waning crescent, heading towards darkness.
Very exciting.
But certainly not to the point that it is a no moon.
Yeah.
Can you not? It's really hard to build atmosphere when that's happening.
Quietly
you.
playing a trumpet in the woods at night.
Yep. But it's
Oh,
very, very light.
Stealthy. Okay.
In the midst of your playing, you do get a little bit distracted.
Hmm.
You're losing yourself in the music. You want it. You gotta never let it go. You only have one shot. But you notice after some time, you kind of pop out of your in the zone.
Oh, I should probably pay attention. Huh?
Something feels off. You're not quite sure what it is, and you're thinking about it, and you're looking around, and then you notice you can hear those same sounds that you had been hearing for the rest of your shift. You can hear those little creatures moving in the night, the flap of wings in the trees as predator hunts prey, but it is muted, like you're hearing it from another room or almost like you're underwater.
Okay. Dang, did I get more water in my ears?
You try to like shake whatever is happening, and as you turn your head, you look out just past the rim of firelight. These monstrous oak and pine trees stand, and gripped around the base of one is a hand where even the finger, just one knuckle of the finger, is the size of your body. 7 fingers on each hand, wrapped around these trees, completely silently, is this hulking, monstrous thing covered with matted, dreadlocked hair and fur. Standing above the treetops themselves, you notice the thing that snapped you out of it is that slim sliver of light from the moon was muted as its body full on blacks out the sky almost. And you gaze up into its, I would say eyes, but they're almost just flat, dark orbs. Can you roll a wisdom saving throw?
Okay. That's
Can you roll a wisdom saving throw?
I can. Wisdom. That's a +0. Okay, 19, thankfully on die, but
Okay,
with my
19.
+0.
That's good. So you look up and your eyes lock, and you almost feel lost for a moment. Your soul feels like it is in not like a calm turmoil, if that makes any sense, where you are completely lost in this moment, trapped in its gaze as it peers not at you but through you into who you are. It stares for what feels like eons as you are trapped in this. You begin to question if you know who you are, because you think that what this creature is seeing is more you than you even realize. You, in the peripherals of your vision, you catch more and more of it as you see little trinkets and baubles that look to be made by human hands dangling through the fur.
I hope it's just humans with their baubles hanging off.
And then the moment that has trapped you here breaks, and you take the first breath that you have in what feels like forever, as for the first time, this creature, you can see some semblance of a face. It smiles a far too human smile. And then it simply turns around and walks away, and it makes no noise. No branches rustle. No trees snap as it moves its way, almost ink-like, through the forest.
It moves away, and I grab my water skin and take a little sip.
It's empty.
I'm so parched. I set it down, and I'm just gonna turn along the tree that I'm sitting at, so I'm just faced completely away from it walking away, and I pull up my horn and I just keep playing my jazz.
Fantastic. If you would like, would you like to try to know what that is or no?
Yeah, sure, why not?
You can roll a history check. I don't know if you're any good at those, but you can give it a shot.
Well, I got 18 on die.
Okay.
DJ, your facial expressions were killing me. I was laughing out loud over here.
I'm glad. You said history check?
Yeah, history.
21.
You think you know what this is. This is a creature that has been like worming its way through the myth of the Eld for almost every story, honestly, that you've heard. No one has ever made factual claim to its existence, though. This is an Eld guardian. It protects not only the plants and trees, but also any creatures in the Eld. That means the Fae, that flit through the branches, and even the creatures of the night that dwell in the undergrowth. It also protects the people of the Eld, who live in villages. It has the ability to read a person's soul and understand their true intention.
Well, that's nice.
Normally, when this creature is seen in fairy tale, the hero is deemed either worthy or willing to help the Eld. You've never heard of it attacking a creature, but you assume that that's because no one's ever survived to tell a story of it.
I play my trumpet.
Fantastic. The night passes. Thank goodness the sunrise crests over the treetops. The sound of morning birds tweet throughout the air. You're fully capable of, and willing of continuing your journey as you wake up. Sir Daven, I assume that you have probably made some sort of breakfast even for yourself, some of your rations, some...
Yeah. Sure. I don't know what I got for food, but I make some food.
Yeah, you throw something together.
Yeah. I grabbed some bark off a tree that I think looks edible.
You can roll an
A
nature check if you
tree
like.
that looks edible.
That is
Like
a
what
natural one.
What kind of tree looks edible?
Hey, there are many edible tree barks.
There's a lot of them. And some of them are actually very good for their natural anesthetics as well.
All right, I do want to eat bark a
Um,
lot.
Well, you don't want to eat the bark that I'm about to give
yeah, the bark that you're eating
What?
is
4 in total.
it's tree. You think that it's tree. It might be a mushroom. It was on a tree.
Yeah. It's very nutritious.
It's
I
chewier
don't
than you
know if that's
expected.
quite the best course of action.
Flinch in my gums.
Excuse me, Sir Daven.
Yeah.
You just pulled that off of a poison oak.
Oh yeah, that's not going to be good for you. That's bad.
Could you stop talking so loud?
Ow.
What about poison oak?
We should get going.
Yeah.
I think it's really funny
It's
because
too
poison oak's
bright.
actually a vine.
Close enough.
What was
that matches your nat 1.
Yeah.
I have this terrible headache.
Okay, we're gonna move on before Grant has to say
I'm sorry,
more
I'm sorry.
words. All right. I mean, it's a short trip to the village of Vresh. You don't even need. You can practically see the light of Vresh from where you are. So just a quick journey into the village. You're greeted with a quaint little town, like a little village made of all of the buildings are made of wood and stone, very old-fashioned, even by your guys' standards. Being from a medieval-esque world, like a fantasy world, these are practically huts. They're like houses, but barely. You can see that there is greeting you at the entrance to Vresh. There's a low stone retaining wall made of smooth, rounded stones that are pretty well carved. Just past them is the town smith, a very integral part to every town in the Eld. Farther beyond them, there is an entrance to a mine. You know that the city of Vresh is protected from creatures of the night because they are on a silver mine. They mine cinnabar and electrum here, actually. There is a tavern to the east. Just past that, a collection of little houses here and there. And then way off at the farthest edge of the town, you can barely see, there appears to be a little trail that might lead to another hut or something. But you can hear the sound of the smith hard at work early in the morning as you enter the town.
You think anybody here's got some Benadryl?
Probably not.
What? What's
Let
that?
me check my spell components.
I hope
don't
you
know
have
any
Benadryl.
Do I have Benadryl?
You might be able
Benadryl's
to.
a medicine.
You might be able to forage around for something that could counteract the effects of this poison.
Spork.
if any of you feel up to it.
I don't even have like an herbalist kit, so
I have been struggling into town, but I turn to my companions as my face is swollen and you can't see my eyes and my cheeks are pink. Guys, got anything for this?
That is bad.
I'll look around and see if I can find anything.
You can roll either a nature or a medicine check.
The itching.
can I also roll DM?
Yes, you absolutely can. Either that or you can give another person advantage.
Well, this town is very nice.
I got an 18.
18.
I got below that.
That is good enough. You forge around. You actually go a little bit back to where he grabbed it. You're like, what exactly did he eat? You figure out what it was. You head over. You pick a couple of herbs that you see. The Eld is filled with very valuable, like, plant life. There's a reason that people want to live here besides the fact that it's a lot of land. So you're able to kind of cobble together a collection of herbs that you mash into a paste and basically just apply as like a face mask.
Wing your face down. Wing your
And
face
like,
down.
and you just like shove it in his mouth.
Sebastian is attempting a very small version of enlarge reduce to try to put the swelling down.
Yeah, can you roll an Arcana check for me?
Still. Okay.
That is by far the best use of that spell I've ever heard in my life.
Yes. I rolled a 2.
I pick your nose.
Yeah, you're like cantrip version of enlarge reduce. And then just like one single pocket of swelling goes down, but the rest is still there.
I did what I could.
So you have a reverse pimple. But over the next
Shit for a while.
over the next 5 minutes,
hold
5
my
to 10
hand.
minutes, you managed to reduce the swelling and the itchiness to the point where you just kind of look very red faced and a bit puffy and bloated.
That feels much better, thank you.
Welcome.
His voice got deeper.
By the time you finish compiling this potive, you see that there are a collection of people starting to move around. You think that this town probably houses no more than 40 people. But they are beginning to go around. You do hear a bit of a commotion coming from the far northeastern side of the village. Not like a scream or anything, but you can hear raised voices. The smith continues to hammer away.
I wonder what that is.
Ingatrill.
You check it out?
Ingatrill.
Oh my god.
Ingatrill.
Yep.
Will begin to make his way towards the sound of the arguing.
Okay, fantastic.
I suppose we shall follow Ingazil.
Well,
You walk past the center of the little village, past the drinking well, and there is also a tavern that is called the Wishing Well. You head on past all that to the small collection of huts that appears to be kind of the like living quarters of people. As you get closer, the sound of voices grows louder. People start to notice you. What is everyone's passive insight?
Passive
13.
insight,
17.
10 plus insight, right?
It's 10 plus insight plus your modifier.
17.
Sebastian
11.
Control the 17. Okay, so Spork, Sir Daven, you don't notice pretty much any. You don't notice them looking at you as you walk in.
Is the swelling going down?
Sebastian, Ingatrill, you do notice first of all multiple glances from the town folk that seem hostile. But you look a little closer, and you notice that before they saw you, their eyes were red. Some of them were already angry or sad. So although you do notice that they are not fond of the fact that you're here, they were already upset before you got here.
Interesting.
As you get closer to kind of the group of people, you see kind of the center of it is focused around There is a huddled group of people, several women surrounding one other woman who appears to be like collapsed on the ground, crying. And then storming out of one of the houses is just an absolute beast of a man, like 6'7", shredded, wearing a simple cotton shirt, standard like cotton, like heavy pants, like work pants. He has a woodsman's axe in his hand, and he is not looking for a fight. He looks both incredibly angry and incredibly helpless.
I have a feeling we shall put our nice faces on.
Yes,
Sorry,
at
what?
least with the best foot forward is what I would recommend.
Yes.
That would be my left one. I start walking over.
Fantastic.
Immediately breaks.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You take a step into the center of the crowd. There, like, kind of a hush falls over them, and you immediately sense hostility. Like, you don't need a check for this. You are a trespasser in the eyes of these people,
Fair enough.
and they
I
just stop
nudge
talking
Ingatrol
and they
forward.
look at the rest of you.
Yep, we nudge Ingatrol forward, kind of an elbow, like you speak. You speak, buddy.
Hello, fellow people
Epic dramatic music behind in the background.
of the realm of the Eld. Greetings. We come in peace and stuff
Poor
and friendship.
aliens.
To friendship.
I can't help but notice there seems to be some high levels of emotion. But we mean no disrespect or harm to you and your people.
No disrespect to do.
Sure,
Oh,
David, I don't think
disrespect.
that's helping.
In the while as you turn to look at Sir David, the large person with the axe walks towards you and stands like within a 6-inch gap. So for you,
hello there.
it's like
just
staring at the
literally straight up.
sun. Like it is just a direct upwards look. And he'll like bend over. He dwarfs everyone in this group by a
Oh,
fair
sure.
margin.
Oh my.
And he says, "If you don't leave right now, I'm going to kill every single one of you."
Right. Well,
That seems a little hostile.
we would love to leave. However, we have to find a person first. I think you could qualify as a person. Yeah. But we need some help from a local who knows the land and the ways well. That way we
We're
don't
looking
like
for a buyer.
We were sent by
If
the
you
king.
help us, maybe we can like help.
Roll an
you or
insight
something.
check, Sir David.
Don't
Yes,
kill us,
what's
please.
good idea? A little give, a little take. No, I'm not you.
Because here's the thing: if you kill me, then I have to kill you. Like. that's
But
how-
nobody's threatening nobody here.
I
We're
for
all
an eye
nice.
thing. So like, if you kill me,
Insight.
then I'm
15.
gonna have to kill you after
15.
that. And
Suppose
it's
the
not
math
fun.
checks out.
You mention the Beur, which is
The
what it's
buyer.
called. The Beur. It's hard to say with the
Bauer.
the Beur.
Well,
Like buying me a Biaga.
Like to buy a damn bagger.
And
I would like to
you
buy
see
an hamburger.
that mentioning the Beur resonates like not
Like
a
a war
good
gong.
chord, not a good chord in the guy who's currently threatening you with an axe. It makes him unreasonably angry incredibly quickly, and he is going to attempt to grab you by the throat.
Oh.
Could you please
okay.
roll a contested grapple check with your athletics?
Man, why could I not be whatever subclass Edward is?
Oh, you could also use your dexterity to oppose it.
Can I
Your-
give Sir Davin guidance?
Not as a reaction, you can't.
That's fair.
That's fair.
Okay.
You said I could use my dexterity instead of my strength. My strength is better than my dexterity. Heck yeah.
Yeah, athletics or acrobatics.
Oh my gosh, I have a +8. That's a 22.
Okay,
got
so
you.
he got a 28.
Oh my gosh. I was
and
so
he-
excited.
Full on reaches down with his non-axe hand, grabs you by the throat, and picks you up, and he says, "Servants of that witch have no place here." And if no one's going to stop him, he's just going to attempt to throw you.
Okay,
Oh,
well,
please, this is
hold
more
on,
red
hold
I
on,
think
hold
I
on.
don't think I
before.
could do much.
I think we got a little bit. We are servants of the hag.
Please,
Pharaoh.
no, do not throw him.
In fact, we are trying to capture her and
I
take her
slowly-
away.
Put my trumpet to my
Yeah,
lips.
we're gonna get rid of her.
And
We can get rid of her.
I start
We can.
very poorly playing. What is it? It's the funeral song.
It's a
for
Wonderful World.
soldiers.
We
Taps.
we have
Tap.
Get rid of
Yeah.
her like you're about to get rid of him. So please don't get rid of
we
him.
we
so
have
we can
been
get rid of her.
tasked to find this Barrier to get
If we
that
do
way,
not
to
play
take her
term
away
with
from
the
you.
information we need,
Okay.
the king will have our heads.
Okay, so there's a lot of people that I could ask to roll a check here, but I think probably but two of you went the route of trying to explain calmly, and one of you just threw themselves on the ground pleading for mercy. I'm going to ask Sebastian to please roll a persuasion check with advantage from the logical explanation, and then you just, please, do not throw him.
Oh man, so that's a 12.
With advantage.
With advantage?
It's above a 10.
Can I give him guidance on this one?
I will allow you to pat him on the back to give him a D4.
Can I?
Yeah.
Can I?
Yes, you may
I know that
use
I
bardic
can't,
inspiration.
but just for the aesthetics, while I'm hanging from this guy's hand, I kick whoever's throwing themselves down so they're even lower.
That's
kick me in the
Sebastian.
butt.
Bow even
I
deeper.
rolled a 10 and a 1, and a 2. So that's a 14 instead.
A 14. Okay. While it does not quell the rage of the man holding Sir David by the throat. You do see a guy who was kind of off to the side, not as emotionally invested in the situation, holding what appears to be a flask, had stood up while you guys were pleading for Sir David to not be thrown into the well. And as the man goes to throw, he just reaches up and like a vice clamps down on his arm, still standing far below him. And he says, "John, he smells of iron. They're not the witches."
What he said, John.
You feel
Yeah.
the man you now know to be John, his grip loosens a little, and he just casually tosses you to the side, not angrily, more of a flippant, hopeless toss.
Fine.
And you see him just slump over, all of the anger is drained out of him all at once.
Oh, are you okay there? Do you need some help?
The man, the
Prestidigitation.
the man who stopped John will kind of pat him on the shoulder, he has to reach up for, and turn towards you, and he says, "I'm sorry, but you've entered into town at a rather unfortunate time.
It seems that way.
You said you were hunting the Beou.
Yes, we are.
Well, see.
We're seeking
We-
to
Bior.
capture her and take her far away from here.
We are.
This is not exactly
Yeah.
the type of time to be making jokes."
I'm sorry about my companions. It's a stressful situation, so they're trying to break the tension with bad jokes. I
Yes,
don't mind them.
Yeah, it was a pretty good one.
Azal did those
Maybe
funny.
If we
Bad timing.
have a mo,
Oh,
I am Ingatril Ferrum, cleric of the Forge.
Yes.
This is my companion, Sebastian
It is a pleasure to meet you.
Spork.
Hi, Spork.
And the half-dead guy over there is Sir Davin.
Yes, I'm sorry
The
about
trumpet.
that. My name is Joseph, and the man who just threw your friend, his name is John. John.
It is a
Sharp.
pleasure to meet you, Joseph
John.
and John.
Joseph and John.
He kind of begins to shuffle you away from the group that is still giving you murderous glances.
Oh,
And
okay.
he says, John's son, Benjamin, was taken last night by the Beor.
Now, Benny boy.
Not by the
Wait.
bell.
So, Davin, you were looking for Ben.
What?
You think earlier you were asking for Ben?
What was that?
The Ben of Dwill?
Ban of Drill.
Yeah,
I
you
was
were asking
looking
Ben
for
earlier.
Benadryl, which is
We're
an
looking for
herb
Ben
that-
too.
Yes, not this Ben. Although I'd be happy to help you find this Ben.
Oh, Davin.
All likeliness, Benjamin probably is not alive.
Unfortunate. So
You are looking for someone to guide you to the Beor.
yes.
Little bit, yeah.
We seek information that the king wants about his
Thankfully,
wife.
you said that, while John was too angry to really take in, because I know that he would volunteer. But, I am willing to serve as your guide, although I must ask for permission first.
Will admit, I like you much better than John.
I don't know. I
He's
think
a
you
good
both
man.
seem splendid.
John is a kind-hearted man. And honestly, the Beor should know better than to steal the child of a woodcutter. It's bad.
This
Besides the
Bayur,
point.
should we be afraid of it as well?
Yes.
In what
But-
ways?
That is... It would be better explained by, follow me. She would want to see you first.
Oh,
Dun, dun,
we're
dun.
going to the head.
He leads you towards that little path that you saw in the far north of the village, opposite of the town entrance, to a little hut in a secluded little copse of aspen trees. A little trickling river flows in the background, and you can see all the way up the trail towards it. There are little spikes driven into the ground to form kind of a guiding fence that has little trinkets made of bone hanging from them, kind of like Dreamcatcher style. Little symbols carved into the trees that make no sense to you as you move along. DJ has left the room. You do see a young girl kind of runs around the house with a bucket, fills it in the stream. She is scarred. She has a burn scar that covers most of her face, and you can see moves down to her arm as well. Even from this distance, it's very apparent she is pale. Other than that, but she runs, fills a bucket of water, and runs back to the little hut. As you walk, you do notice that Joseph has a weird, gait to his walk. Not quite a limp, but almost like he favors a leg or favors both legs in a weird way. Just a weird kind of movement as he stumbles up the pathway. Still strong and steady, just timed weird. But he leads you to the hut and says, Mama Gilly awaits you inside. You, the cleric, Ingatril, you said your name was?
Yes, that's me.
You can listen at the window, but you would stink up the house.
I lean over to Spork. Do I smell that bad?
Yeah, you smell awful.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, don't
Yes.
apologize. It's great.
You said Mama what?
Mama Gilly.
How do you spell Gilly?
Gilly.
Oh my gosh, it's phonetic.
Yep, I did that just for you.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, he leads you to the hut's door. He knocks on it 3 times, and you hear an old, ancient voice from inside go, "Oh yes, come in, come now, come. Pardon,
We open the door.
yeah, okay, fantastic."
I just ignotrill.
Ingot trill.
Ingotrill.
Think of
thank
like
you.
an ingot of iron.
Ingotrill. As they walk in and like the door like shuts behind them, he just kind of rocks back and forth before like
I
just
give you my
going and
unit.
like
You
sitting
actually
next
go
to.
to they like go into the door and you see Joseph like stop you from entering.
Yeah, no,
he
no,
says-
I don't go in.
Yeah. He says, Winnie, could you open the window, please? And the little girl runs in. She peeks at you very shyly. She is not like she's like 9.
Nice.
And she stands up on tiptoes and like slides the shutters of the window open so you can see and hear.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll just
I-
stand by the window with my head like not quite reaching. He's just
There is a nice little like potted flower bed that you can stand on to like get to the window, so
that's
you don't
alright.
have to stand on tiptoe. But yeah, sitting at the side of this big bubbling, boiling cauldron of what appears to be some form of stew. There are skewers of meat propped up the fire as well that are currently cooking.
Brothers and sisters.
And an ancient woman in a shawl, very babushka-like, like very like
Babushka!
Russian grandma wrapped up.
Yes.
Ancient gnarled knobby fingers crouch and hold a ladle as she stirs the stew. She looks over her shoulder, says, come in, sit down. I have a stool. I have stools? Come sit.
Do I?
Thank you,
I'll
most
start playing,
hospitable.
just a gentle little house party music. Just very gentle in the background.
Excellent. So, travelers from afar. You are not of the Alps.
No. I say as I pull away from my trumpet.
We were sent by a king.
Yeah,
We're
To
looking
find
to
you.
the bear.
to find me.
No.
Yes.
A-
No, sorry.
Not, a
Not
bear.
you.
Not you.
What?
You
Bell.
know demons, I'm assuming.
Sorry, that was a
It's all right.
Mistake.
You forget all sorts of things all the time. I'm known as Mama Gilly.
So just to be clear, you're not the bill.
No,
Not the
no,
wish.
I'm not Baba Laika. No.
Oh, okay. It's just the
Mama
pot
Micah.
of stew. And that was all a little misleading. I'm sorry,
Mr.
I
Leica
said
with
too
a-
much.
No, not
Just
at
a
all.
Leica with a
Don't
Y,
worry,
Y
fine.
and a K, just for the fun of it.
Lei. You get one. You get one, DJ.
But Leica Lyka is not how you fit. Well, like, I mean, I guess it could be, but whatever.
Mama Gilly says, so you are searching for Baba Laika, right? In Beowulf?
Yes.
Troubling times. A friend of mine told me that travelers were in the forest, and it is good to see that he approved of your presence.
Was that the? Wait, never mind. I don't even want to talk about it.
It was foolish of Baba Laika to steal the child of a woodcutter.
People have that's the second time. Why is that foolish?
Well, it's in the name. Lumberjack. The Jack is royalty. You
Okay.
should not interfere with the royalty of the forest. She should know better.
Hmm.
It has She no longer carries the protection of the woods with her. If there was any
So,
time...
John is your king.
No. I
It's
do
all
not
politically
follow.
motivated.
You are a strange group, are you?
We're not
No,
from here.
we're just trying to understand. We know we're not from here. We don't understand the traditions.
Yes, the one who reeks of iron.
Yes, he is our smith.
I step outside and I pick him up.
Oh my gosh.
This is way cuter, though. Let him have it.
That's
young.
Not
I'm sorry.
right at all.
You got close.
Never mind.
That's
I set him down to fend for himself, and I go back inside.
Miss Yaga.
It's Gilly, dear. Mama Gilly.
Yaga was my great grandmother.
Uh-huh. Not anymore. She is not protected.
But other, what would be the proper term as a generalized term for your kind?
My kind?
Chat,
Yeah,
I apologize. I
you're
muted
kind.
myself because I was eating chips. I just was making sure that we wouldn't be committing taboo by fighting this Bayor.
Oh. Good cover.
This lady's just a
It's like-
normal woman, right?
I mean, yeah.
No.
Well, actually, would you like to make an insight check to
Wait.
see if she's a normal woman?
Is this actually a witch?
No, she's.
All the signs point to it, but I don't want to assume that because that's a little rude. I already
Ooh,
did that bit. But if she's
I guess I am.
actually a witch-
I am metagaming just a little bit, but I'll roll. What do you say?
Wait,
Insight
so-
check.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oops. Ooh, it's a natural 20 for 20 Juan.
Okay. You can tell, looking at her, there is some kind of glamour cast on her.
Mhm.
It's hard to tell, but like you look, and it's almost hard to see like actually past the cowl of that hooded shawl that she wears. And when you do, and you gaze into those wizened old eyes, they almost seem like
witchy.
to switch between colors. And you notice that it isn't a pupil and an iris. Her eyes are just one flat color that seems to shift and change. You know some stories that this is probably not a regular old woman, but it would be very rude to point that out.
Let's see. It would be rude to point that out. Do I know that?
You know that.
He just
Yeah,
told
okay.
you that you know that.
I know, but I have
But does he though?
you know, I'm just looking at my stats. Yeah, okay. Right.
So you are
I
friends with the
retract my
Bayor?
question. I don't remember it.
So you are friends with the Bayor?
No. She is. There are many of the Baur who are not as Baba-like is. But perhaps she was simply hungry, or she has been driven more mad than she has been before. But no, she has harmed this village, which is I've grown fond of. No, her removal would be good, to put it in a word.
Good. That's good.
That is good. We can take her
So-
off your hands.
Exactly what the French man said.
I'm not French.
Yes, Joseph, you have my permission to lead them to her. As some warning, if I know that you are here, then she most definitely does. There will be trouble, and for reasons I cannot assist you But if you were to do a favor for me, I could help you with that favor.
Ooh. A little give, a little take, no?
Yes, exactly. On the mountain, there grows ginseng. If you could bring some of that back for me, that would be very helpful. Of course, the mountains are terribly cold and prone for blizzards and heavy snow. I'm willing to protect you from that, assuming you, of course, are only going there for the ginseng.
And
Well, these-
only for the ginseng.
yes, only for the ginseng. Our spork can find anything in the woods or on the mountains. We will get that ginseng to you in no time, and then you can help us with our problem.
Now, I've heard tales, and I understand you're bound, so you don't have to say exactly what I would like for you to say. But things such as silver and iron and fire, the word of God and such, are useful against such creatures. Is that correct?
Certain creatures.
The-
Beul, Babalaika, fire. Her frost is cold enough to freeze flame. You would need something far hotter. But
Dang it, I took the wrong spell
iron-
for you, Sebastian.
iron would be effective. You actually were given by the king 2 sets of purified iron manacles.
Ooh.
Oh.
It is important which one of you, who has those manacles. Do you have both of them? Do 2 people have 1 set?
Let's
Who's
see.
carrying
Who
them?
do we expect to be the front lines?
I would say definitely Ingatril and then probably Spork. I mean, Spork's whole deal is getting close to people. And
I'm
Okay.
I'm gonna say Ingatril should have it.
Yeah.
Don't
You
forget-
I say one. Well, we
You
have
have one
we have
on
multiple.
Spork and one on
Yeah,
Ingatril.
yeah.
Oh, you have
Yeah.
2 sets. Oh,
have
yeah,
multiples.
okay, I'm sorry.
just in case you lose one.
Don't even look at me like that, Spork. You know I was absolutely right in choosing Ingatril over you for this.
The Ironsmith. We have more than one though.
Of course, if you stumble across any trouble in the mountains, don't worry. I'm sure that you can handle it. But that ginseng it would be best if you could have it back by the end of the day.
Do we know what ginseng looks like?
Sport does.
Great. Excellent.
Easy.
And Joseph says,
Like Sebastian said, sport.
yes, I know where the ginseng grows. Of course, I have a bit of trouble climbing the mountain, so your help would be very appreciated. But I can lead you directly to where both of our desires lie.
I really
Although,
hope
of course,
ginseng-
there are places I cannot go.
Fair. I really hope that ginseng is like those flower death horses that I like to throw at you guys, and it's just a whole monster.
No, it's ginseng is actually originally a Chinese herb that grows in the mountains.
Very cool.
Used for multiple different healing motives and
Looks
stuff
like-
like that.
Like roots.
Yeah.
Like a bowl.
It's like a
this.
mandrake kind of
Yeah.
deal. Yeah.
Like that.
But she says, well, the day's going on. Before you go, to protect you from the chill, all it would take is a bowl of my stew. She dishes up 4 bowls of stew. Actually, she
I am
dishes up
famished.
7 bowls of stew. Hands 1 to Joseph, hands 1 to, what is her name? I just called her Winnie, but I'm pretty sure her name's like Winifred.
You did say
small
Winnie,
girl.
yeah.
Yeah. Winifred, that is her name. And they dig in.
Can I?
This is good.
It is. It's very good stew. It's a milk-based stew. It appears to have some like chicken or it's hard to tell if it's chicken or beef, just from the flavor. Carrots, homegrown vegetables, potatoes, all sorts of things. It's like one of those leftover stews that they just keep throwing whatever leftover bits they have. into
Really
it.
good.
I smell
tastes good or smells good.
Does it taste like I'm gonna be indebted to a witch?
You think that if that were the case, as long as you get the ginseng back, you'll be fine.
Oh, great.
Great.
Just spilled on me.
That's not good. Do Spork and Ingatril, do you also eat the stew? I assume Spork seems like the type you pull out a Spork. Going to town.
Anthony.
Ingatril, you are slid one by
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Winifred, like over the ledge.
Yeah, he'll just.
Thank
you.
She nods and then scurries away back to her stew. If that's all you'll have, she doesn't have anything else for you, and she actually just kind of turns her back to you and goes about her business. Is there anything else you would like to ask? Any questions you have for either her, Joseph, or Winifred, I guess, if you want to ask her questions?
I turn to Winnie. Okay. Just between you and me. Okay. I kind of pull her off to the side a little bit.
You move to like pull her off to the side. The moment your hand comes near her, she sprints. She's gone.
You're not very good with kids, are you?
Apparently not this one.
Also, his face is all red. He's got like a sunken part of his cheek. He is,
Joseph
like
walks over to you and says, "Don't feel bad about it. Winnie's parents died in a fire. She was the only survivor.
Oh, that's horrible.
That's seen as some of the worst type of luck, so they sent her here.
Yep.
She doesn't get a lot of outside contact."
Fair enough.
Well, that is quite upsetting.
It's all right. She's a good girl. Shall we get going now?
Yes.
Excellent.
Could I get some seconds for the soup for the road, please?
He hands you like a wooden thermos.
Magic item, get.
Yeah, nice. Thermos of warming.
Of
Keeps your
warming.
food warm for an extra hour.
It's just a thermos.
The rest of you kind of all group up and start to head towards the mountains and begin kind of an arduous climb. You aren't going towards the absolute peak of these mountains. That would be ridiculous. But there's kind of like a sub-peak that is much more obtainable within like a day's travel. Like as long as you strike a brisk hike, you should be good. All of you are bundled up relatively like tight. Like you know that you guys would be next to the mountains, which is pretty cold. But you do notice that Joseph doesn't seem to be bothered by it at all. He's just heading
It's a
along.
legend.
That's cool.
Actually, he's pretty warm.
I'll start playing a little jaunty tune at about 165 beats per minute.
That's
You
pretty.
know,
Wait,
That's pretty. That's pretty.
Just to keep the rhythm going a little
Yeah,
bit.
it's a good marching tempo.
Yeah, exactly.
You guys start your hike up the mountain. It will be relatively silent unless you guys would like to talk to each other or if you would like to talk to Joseph. He takes his like lumbering, kind of like stumbling steps, still firm-footed, but like almost like tottering to a side as he climbs and hikes up this mountain.
As we're going, I turn to Spork and I say, "Hey, Spork, I made this for you. It should help with the gong." And I hand her basically a collection of straps, like a harness for her gong. That way she can carry it on her
The
back.
gong backpack.
That way she doesn't have to like
Thank
roll it
you.
around, like waddle with it, you know.
Yeah.
I've been a turtle this whole time.
Strapping. Fantastic. If no one has any other comments, questions, or things to do, you guys will all continue up the mountain. You start to approach the peak. And Joseph does pause for a moment, and turn to the rest of the group and says, a few rules before you all go in. I cannot enter Barbalaika's domain. It is against the rules, so to speak. But Mama also had another thing to tell you. She told me to inform you after you had left the village. As of yet, Joseph is not Joseph. Benjamin. Sorry, I'm Joseph. Benjamin, the boy that was taken, he is still alive.
Ooh.
It is not necessary for you to help. But I will be at the entrance. And if you can get the boy to me, he will live. Before, of course, he perishes. His life is hanging by a thread at the moment.
Right. Okay. Now, DM, clarify. So we were asked by Mama Gilly to collect
Yes.
the plants.
Yeah.
These are our 3 quests at the moment. We have to capture the Bjorn, get some guild song, and save Benjamin.
All in one trip.
All in one trip. It's a multitasking.
Great.
Yeah. You actually can see, Spork, you notice that there is like a patch of wild ginseng relatively, like it's not even out of the way. Like you could just grab it now if you wanted.
I'm gonna grab it.
It like is pretty plentiful on the mountain.
Now,
Nice.
we
Check
also
that
like to
off
point
the
out
list.
for our boy Ingot that we're not contractually obligated to save Benjamin. So if push came to shove, we can ditch the kid.
We're saving the kid.
I know we're saving the
I
kid.
have a feeling that we'll come back with more than ginseng.
Benefit
Yeah.
too.
Ah, we should keep our eye out.
Her lair is just ahead. It is an opened cliff face. Just up that away. I will be waiting at the door when you enter.
Let's see. Okay.
I wish you luck. If you perish in there, I will not save your life.
Thank you.
Well, sure.
Spork, you're like pretty good at like hunting things, right? And like figured out like weaknesses and stuff.
Yeah, sure.
Do you think you could maybe try to do that when we get in there? Maybe we
Okay.
could coordinate like a plan or something
Yeah.
to fight this thing.
Yeah. I'll
Mhm.
find all their ticklish spots.
Okay,
You have a plan. That's excellent.
I can.
We should go.
Yeah,
Wait a
I
moment.
have a lot of fire and magic fire that I can do. And like
Okay.
holy fire. That's the word I'm looking for. Holy fire. All my fire is magical.
I got one.
Fire, Batman.
I just had a realization.
Yes, Sebastian.
The bell. It seems the king wants it. Was them?
Yes.
Because they can tell the future. Do we know that?
Yes. Yes. They're
Then
prophets.
is there a chance it knows we are coming?
It's like
It
I thought
most
you
certainly
said
knows.
like this, yeah, like guaranteed pretty
Oh.
much.
Yes.
Okay.
She will be ready for you.
Oh boy.
Well, this will be interesting.
I doubt she is alone as well.
Oh no.
There are more than one.
No, there's only one Babalaika.
Just the other bubbles showed up too.
No, she is not part of a coven.
Perhaps there are
So,
evil
like,
penguins around.
So like, yeah, are they like just like monsters, like beasts of the forest, or like?
We're just standing outside the lair.
It is the winter itself that you must fear.
Oh,
Okay.
You guys do notice as you have been walking up this mountain, it has been blizzarding basically. Visibility is reduced to very little, but you're not sure if it's because of the stew. You don't feel the cold that bad. Even through that visibility, you have kind of a sense of where you are and things are. you are assuming that this is probably how she is attempting to help you under the guise of you gathering an herb that is easily accessible.
Nice.
You stand at the entrance to Babalaika's domain. You hear sounds coming from within, but it is relatively dark. Before we get started into that, I'm just going to take us to our break right now.
Oh,
Just right here. A little like 30 minutes early, but hey, if we run long, run early, it'll be okay. We're going to take a quick breather, quick 15 minute breather, but we will return within to the Eld. I hope that everyone's having a pretty all right time right now. It's a little goofy, a little offset.
Really, really interesting.
We should apologize to Aaron because Aaron was like, "This is gonna be a serious high fantasy."
Hey, I said that the world was, and that like I would prefer if you didn't play like Ginkle McStooplepants, and you didn't. This is like
That's my
still
next
within the realm of
character,
expectation. Grant,
Cool,
I'm pretty
good.
sure you already have a character named Ginkle McStooplepants.
You know what? I have two.
If he doesn't, he absolutely does now.
Well, we will see you after we come back from break. I'm having a good time. I hope to see you then. Hello, everybody. Grant just took a bite of burrito, but we are back and
Mmm.
thriving. That was a smack, dog. That was a smack.
Ooh.
Well,
That
you
was
pointed it
rough.
out. I'm supposed to yes and here. And that
Yes,
burrito in
and
my mouth.
here. That's
How
what the
am I supposed
improv
to
classes told us to
understand in these
do.
conditions?
Yeah, this is your fault, Aaron.
There's also a no but I don't hear you saying anything but yes.
Yeah.
We're
That has
back. This is
so
after the
many
break.
implications.
We are back and we are ready to play some Dungeons and Dragons. Last we left off before the break came around, our party consisting of Spork the Goblin, Sebastian the Tiefling, Sir Davin the High Elf, and Ingatrill the Rock Gnome stood in front of the lair of Babalaika, gazing into its depths with Joseph, the apparent human unfazed by the cold, and companion, servant, friend of Mama Gilly, who is also your guide up the mountain, which I will say was necessary. I didn't point it out in the previous half. You would have been in a lot of trouble without him, but I didn't want to go to all the like, you almost died, you almost died, you almost died, because he's just that good.
Fair.
He's a
We
good
respect
guy.
the man who did his job.
Yes, you are standing at the lair of Babalaika. I'm actually going to send this map in the Discord over Stream Talk.
Ooh,
Everyone
very
can see
exciting.
it.
Now,
Yes.
the as we're like standing at the entrance, can we like look in and like see Babalaika? Or
You
When
look in. She's staring directly at you.
when you look into the lair of Babalaika, you see a number of things. I have posted it. It is in the Discord. For some reason,
That
my
a
goddamn
corpse?
computer is freaking out.
Oh, there's
Um,
more than one. There's 3 of them.
So, in the lair of Babalaika, the first thing you see, this is a very flat and level ground, which is not normal for the inside of a mountain. Whatever this is clearly not natural. There are 3 iced over trees, completely frozen white. In the center of the room, the first thing that draws your eye is there is a massive blade plunged about halfway into the ground, standing at around 12 feet tall.
Wow.
This is a massive sword, plunged deep into the earth. There are 3 corpses lying scattered around this room as well. To the east, there are a number of barrels and crates that are stacked up and opened, kind of lying there. And then at the very far end of the room, you see a broken wooden bed, basically just a frame, and a crib. And standing next to the crib, cradling something in their arms, is this pallid creature clothed in tattered white rags, practically, humming some little tune that cuts through this cavern as it is shielded from the wind from the outside. Some little lullaby, half remembered, half forgotten, rocking something back and forth. She pauses for a moment as you enter, and the song, a broken verse, ends dead in the air. She turns slightly, and you can see in her arms is a child that has started to have creeping blue frost begin to work its way up its body. This child is no more than a year old.
Gosh.
Oh, Benji.
She almost gently lays the child in the crib, and fully turns to face you. Her hair is long and ragged. All of her body is white except for her hands. Her hands are end in long clawed fingers that are stained crimson red up to almost mid forearm, and
Wow.
the fingers end at knife-like points. Her mouth is constantly slightly open as her lips are shriveled back into twisted grimace of piranha-like teeth. And
Some
she turns and
chapstick.
says, "Ah, good. Lunch has arrived. Come now. Rise on us." And in a voice like the howling winds that surround it, the snow piled up on the floor begins to rise and swirl as she literally calls two winter winds. And I'm just gonna have everyone roll initiative just right off the bat.
Okay,
There's no.
okay.
She's ready to kill. She knows that you're here.
So far, this is intimidating, to say the least.
That's good. I think it's been a pretty charming campaign up until now. So
Looking
It is a
through
nice
my
change of
spells, and I'm quickly realizing that I am very much a support character.
okay.
Oh boy! Ah, you
Also,
found your way into.
If
my
you die,
lab.
these dice were gifted to me by Handskate. So,
Handskate is
fault.
killing us.
okay. 25 to 20. Okay.
Spork, did you roll with advantage because of your weapon?
Oh yes, you do have advantage because of your whip. Wow, that
Uh-oh,
just
that
kept
sounded like a
going.
dice.
Went everywhere.
On the floor.
Okay, that's much better.
25 to 20.
Not that much.
19 to 15.
18.
17.
18s?
Okay,
18s?
slow it down. Lydia got an 18. Drew. DJ.
17.
Grant.
18.
Okay. Who has the higher dex score?
Spork.
I assume
I have a
Sport.
16.
I have a 20.
Okay.
Oh, snap.
Spork and Sebastian.
Know what I'm doing. Okay.
And then Sir Davin.
Dude.
14 to 10. 9 to 5.
Are you
Okay,
kidding me?
That answers all of my questions.
Oh,
I just want to
gosh.
know 4 to 0.
4.
Oh,
Nice.
okay. Things have been worse.
Yeah, I can't reach a -1
Why
with
is
this
two
or
weapons fighting
0
considered
to,
a
with this
bonus
one.
action?
So, for those of you looking at the map, you four are spaced. I just picked a random order that you happen to enter in, and so right now I have this pulled up on my screen to my right, and I have sticky notes that designate the locations of everyone.
Nice.
Standing in front of the bed, in the square in front of the bed, is Babalaika. 4 squares down and 1 to the right, there is a wind spirit on that little pile of snow. And then the farthest pile of snow to the right, next to the crates, there is another wind spirit. You 4 are spaced at the entrance in the order of Drew, DJ, Lydia, Grant.
All right.
We were going to start with Babalaika,
Oh boy, oh
who
boy.
got a 20 on her initiative.
Probably like a 48 or something like that.
She is going to move. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Not today, Baba Laika.
Okay. She is going to move to the corpse to the upper left of the farthest left tree.
Oh wow, she moved far.
Okay.
Oh wait, the upper left tree you said?
Yeah, the upper left tree. So
Okay,
it's
never
in the
mind.
middle of the screen, pretty much.
Yeah.
She is going to move towards it, staring all of you in the in the eyes. As I was going to say in the face, but you have multiple faces. As she approaches it, almost beast-like, partly like scuttling across the floor, her fingers digging deep gouges into the ice and stone. And as she reaches the corpse, her jaw unhinges and full on takes the center torso of this corpse. It just completely bifurcates it. And as she
Ow.
does,
Why?
I need
Word.
all of you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Before I make a saving throw, I just want to compliment Aaron on bifurcate.
I know, it's one of my favorite words.
Now, Aaron, is this magical in nature?
I would say so. It is not a spell if you're trying to counterspell it.
No. I can't count. I need to clarify because I have advantage on wisdom against magic.
Oh yeah, I would say that it's magic.
Is it against
Must be
being
nice.
charmed?
It is not.
Okay. Then I got a
Is
3.
it- Oh, well, I did better than you. I got a 5.
Oh, that's not good.
congratulations.
How are we doing, Ingatrill?
19.
Okay, that's good. How are we
That's
doing,
good.
Spork?
I got a 19.
Yeah.
I'm really glad.
Thank God.
Am I
How fun would it be
paralyzed?
if we
First
just
off,
all died?
Do I just instantly die?
Sir Davin and Sebastian, can
Yeah,
you both roll a d10 for me?
D10, you say?
Yeah, of course I can do that for you.
Ghost!
Yeah, get out my
2.
D10 here.
Okay.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
I can
DJ,
roll
I'll
that
need
real
you-
quick.
D10.
To also roll a d8 for me.
I rolled a 2.
Okay, you roll a d8 as well.
3.
3.
I swear, if I get a 3 right now, DJ, it's
Do
meant
it.
to be.
Do it.
I got a 4.
Okay.
Oh,
Um,
tease me like that.
I'm going to real quick. Actually, just because the two of you rolled bad, can you each roll a d6 for me as well?
Oh my
Just
god.
going down the line.
Alright, this
I
is our
rolled
chance,
D4
DJ. Our
because
last
that's a
chance.
natural one.
I got
That's good
a
for you.
natural one.
That's
I'm
really
not
good for you.
kidding.
That's really
Well,
good.
Can
So-
I just roll a D4 for the
one.
fun of it?
No.
Dang it.
one.
So how this works is she uses a little ability called Maddening Feast. It's an action for her to use it. She needs a corpse
Oh,
or an
gosh.
unconscious body to do it. As she reaches this and takes a bite, your vision is pierced as you see yourself
Oh.
as that corpse. You feel your body torn asunder,
Ew, icky.
and you are driven instantly mad.
that is
10.
my guts.
The D10 was to determine what form of madness it takes. 1 through 5 is flee. For the next 2 days, which is what the 2d6 is for, you will run.
Great.
Wait. Each of us roll one day, or run one day, or each of us collectively?
Look,
Collectively, you roll the 2, so it'll be 2 days.
Please do not eat
my
heart.
So, since you rolled, Sir David, you rolled a 3, you will be running east. Sebastian, you will be running southeast.
And we just go? And then we
On
don't-
your turns.
Okay.
I will tell you right now, this can be removed by remove curse or lesser restoration.
It's a shame that Grant's the one that has that spell.
Don't worry,
We
I
have
think other people do as well.
I think also.
I think
Sport
most
and
of the party has
Ingatrell.
that spell.
So we can be saved.
Yes. That is going to be Babalaika's turn.
Please
That's
do
all
not
she's going
eat
to do.
me.
Next up will be Sport.
Okay, so I'm going.
2 of your friends are turning tail.
Okay, bye. I'm going to use my bonus action to do Slayer's Prey
Yes.
Um,
On which one?
on Scary
Babalaika.
Lady.
Okay. I figured that was the logical choice.
Yeah. So first time each turn that I hit the target with a weapon attack, they take an extra 1d6 damage.
Mhm.
And then I'm going to use my action. Coach Drew, what should I do?
Well, you can shoot her with your short bow, or
Okay.
if you want to tango with her, you can run in there with your sword and your whip,
You also have the option to
Tango.
determine her immunities, resistances, and
or you can also figure that stuff out
vulnerabilities.
too.
Ooh, I want to do that.
Okay. You look through her. You have hunted these creatures before. Your mark is on her. You go through every your parents, what have they said to you in the 2 years that you've been alive? Every little bit of information you have, and you notice a couple of things. One, obviously she's immune to cold. She lives in the mountains, does cold stuff. She's literally standing barefoot on ice, completely unfazed. Two, you remember Mama, what's her face? I'm just gonna call her Mama.
Gilly.
Mama Gilly. Mama Gilly informed you that fire would not be terribly effective against her. She is resistant to fire damage. Mama Gilly also said you would need something hotter than fire. She is vulnerable to lightning. She is also vulnerable, and this is just something that you just happen to know, to acid damage.
How does she feel
weird,
about
I don't know why.
cold? How does she feel about cold damage?
She's immune.
Lightning
That was the
and
first
acid.
thing I said.
Lightning and acid.
I'm sorry, Grant and I were busy flirting over the Zoom chat.
Yeah, we were saying we could become mad hermits
Don't
together.
don't use cold. Don't use fire. Use lightning
Okay.
and use acid if you got it.
I'm
That's
sorry,
a
Drew. I gave you
beautiful plan.
only fire.
Yeah, I know.
Fire and support. That's what we got.
The fire will still hurt. It just won't be as
as
effective.
hurt.
Your two main
Fireball.
damage spells, your three main damage spells being Scorching Ray, Fireball, and Wall of Fire are not going to be great.
Okay, I'm gonna. Yeah, that's my thing.
Fantastic. Would you like to move anywhere?
I'll, is there anywhere I can like hide? Not actually like take the hide action, but like,
There's
get some
cover behind the nearest tree to the right. It's the
Yeah.
one next to the corpse.
I'll do that.
Fantastic. You skedaddle. If I can, there we go. 5, 10, 15. Do you want to be just to the right of it or directly behind it near the entrance?
Sorry, I don't have the map up.
I made this map in 30 minutes. To explain to you, behind it would just mean they're more towards the back wall, so you would have more direct cover then. But slightly to the right of it would mean you would have full cover from Babalaika and one of the winds, and no cover from another one of the winds.
I'll do the one that I get full cover from
Okay,
the bubble like
excellent. So you move slightly to the bottom right corner of this tree, relatively near the corpse. It's just hanging out there,
That's fine.
all frozen and cold.
All frozen and cold.
Chilling.
Fantastic. Next up, that's a rough joke you made there. That's a dead person. Sebastian, you run.
Tough crowd.
You flee.
Don't tease me.
I will say that you don't need to dash.
Okay, then I
so that
won't.
way, theoretically, people can catch up to you because I don't want to remove two
Can I
people
roll a
from this fight.
dexterity to see if I slip on the ice?
Yes, you absolutely. Please make a dex saving throw.
So I'm trying to roll low here, and I swear, if I roll high the one time in my life right now, it'll be really unfortunate. Oh boy. Is it a dex save?
Yeah.
21.
You find perfect traction. like a Olympics,
I am
like
so
one
afraid-
of those triathlon athletes.
You have crampons
You're like-
on your feet.
You know, like
practically
when
skating.
Bloodhound uses a special in Apex, I
Absolutely.
see the footprints, right?
You're like, of course.
I just
The
know
perfect
exactly where to
positioning.
go.
And you run 30 feet,
Ah,
effectively just jettisoning yourself from combat. You
just
sprint
crying.
past
I'm just
Joseph,
sobbing.
and he just puts his head in his hands.
She was eating me. I don't know. I just sprint. I sprint to the west or wherever I was going.
To the southeast.
Let's go looking for me. Down the hill.
Next up, if since all you can do on your turn while you are mad is do the thing that you are maddened, is just a little friend called Sir David. You run into a wall. Eastward is into the edge of the cavern. So you turn, you sprint 30 feet, whomp, and just slam into a wall.
Nice.
Still within grabbing distance if necessary. You don't take any damage or anything. But that is
Can I
what
roll
you.
to take damage, please?
Oh yeah, you can absolutely roll a Constitution saving throw to see if
Does it
your
snap
face
out
hits
of it?
the right or the wrong part of the wall. Oh no.
You're just
That's
mad forever now.
That's a natural 2, Constitution 4.
Don't worry, a strong 6 damage. Rolled max on a d6.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Hey Lydia,
There's so many things.
you wanna mark down my character sheet 6 HP?
Oh yeah, so
so many
this is
things I
a
have to
thing.
do.
Since we shared character sheets with other people, it's other people's job to keep track of your
Wait,
health.
wait. So how much did you take?
I'm
6
down to 50. I'm down 6.
Okay.
I'm keeping track of my own
you go.
spell slots because you can't
I'm
mark that down
so-
on D&D
Yes.
either.
I'm so proud. Next up is the Winter Spirits. They are going to just
We're all gonna die.
down towards all of you, spinning in a whirlwind of cold and ice. The one that is able to get to Spork is going to enter your space.
Okay.
I need you to make a strength saving throw, as it is going to attempt to lift you off of the ground and launch you.
Okay.
Now, just to make sure that I understand, DM, I can't do anything, right?
Not until you are cleansed of madness. Or you take a long rest, and your madness could change to a different type of madness.
Yeah, okay.
We'll find each other in the woods.
Build a
Make
How
line.
you doing
home
on
for
that saving throw,
ourselves.
Spork?
I got a 12.
A 12. That is so close to being enough.
Oh dang.
You needed
I hope
a
it's like
13.
a 16.
You needed a 13 to save. You are launched. It is going to throw you at Sir Daven. Sir Daven, can you make a dex save for him? You can still do this.
Oh, I did that wrong.
Okay, let me find the
Catch me.
die.
Not mindless, just mad.
Oh, that's an 8 on die.
Guys, you guys really need to do better. Like, this combat's hard, but it shouldn't be like too bad.
You said a dexterity saving
I'm
throw?
gonna crush you.
12.
Whee!
Okay, so first up, Spork, you take
Oh,
Ow.
14 bludgeoning damage,
ouchie.
and take an additional. No,
Good, you got
because
that.
you don't move over 10
Yeah.
feet. It's just a 5 feet of thrown.
Drew, you marking that damage
But
down?
so you don't take any damage from this, Sir Daven, but both of you are knocked prone.
Okay.
Okay, so
Lovely.
how much damage does Spork take?
14.
14.
Yes.
Drew over
the
there is so
other
stressed.
wind elemental is going
There's
to
like
move and fly.
5 different spells I need to cast to help us in this situation.
And
I
it
can
was
only cast
all
one at a
ran away.
time.
It's a good time.
I have to lesser restoration 2 people. I can if I cast Beacon of Hope that helps with wisdom saves. I can also create a wall of fire that she's not resistant to because of a feat that I have, and I can also
Because
make
I thought of it.
I can also make Spork's rapier deal lightning damage.
Lightning!
Okay.
Ka-chow!
Well, one of them is going to move towards you, and it is not going to throw you. It's just going to attempt to slam attack you. It's just gonna try to womp you.
Yay.
Does a 14 hit you?
No.
So this whirling mass of wind and snow basically just whoomp, you just slip to the side as your natural tendency of a forge cleric starts to almost melt the snow as it lands next to you as you start to heat up.
Nice.
That is the end of the Ondasa's turn. We are going to move to Ingetril.
Okay. How
time is
far
9.
away is Sebastian from me?
30 feet.
Are you sure it can't be 25?
I could be 25.
Yes.
I ran into a
well,
wall.
yeah, it can be 25.
Okay. I run with my tiny little legs.
Whoa!
And I could tell I'm losing speed, so I just like lunge out
you
at
just
him.
you jump. You touch him.
and I grasp my holy symbol of an anvil, and I cast lesser
It's a whole
restoration.
anvil.
Fantastic. Sebastian, your mind in a cage of fear and madness, with the only thought on your mind to run, as you can feel like a vice-like grip of teeth around your torso being chewed and swallowed as the rest of you somehow moves. You look down, you see nothing where your torso should be as you are sprinting, just dangling bits of flesh and rib cage. And then a warm hand lands on your shoulder in a panic.
It's actually on his thigh.
On your upper thigh.
Whoa.
It's a little
Because I'm short.
creepy. Yeah.
I'm trying to reach up.
A warm hand lands on your leg, and suddenly, almost as though you've been encased in ice, the illusion of your flesh rendered melts away, and suddenly your mind is clear. You feel safe and functional. You stand in a pool of melted snow as Ingatril's just kind of lying on his side, having dove to reach you.
Hey, Sebastian. Help Sir Taven, please.
And that, if you have anything else on your turn, Ingatril?
I will, as a bonus action, cast Spiritual Weapon.
Yeah, baby.
And an image of a fiery hammer appears and will...
I do have a quick question.
Yes.
Lesser Restoration, what's the level of spell?
2.
Good. And, okay, you're good. You're under 6, so that's what matters. Because that's how my games play, baby. 2 big spells, light them up. Spiritual Weapon pops into place.
And I will... let's see, Spiritual Weapon, I can put up to 60 feet away.
Oh, yeah.
Can that get next to Baba?
If you cast it before you run, which I'll allow,
yes.
It absolutely does.
Great. I smack her. Or at least
Fantastic.
I attempt to smack her.
Make an attack roll.
I fail.
Oh, but how much?
13.
That's not actually that far off of what you need. But yes, you swing this mighty forge hammer down as though the arm of Keldon himself swings it, and it slams into the ice beside her as she just pushes herself back, digging her claws into the ice to avoid the blow.
Nice.
Run
she
over
like
you.
hero slide back out of the way?
Yes.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Heck
she's
yeah.
moving in very inhuman ways.
It's very
It's not
Fortnite-esque.
pretty. But that, I believe, is the end of your turn, which means that we actually go back up to Babalaika.
I'm
Don't worry,
afraid.
you're on your way. She is going to move... 15, 20. You have moved to there. And she is going to... across her back is slung this ancient white staff. She is going to grab that with her long fingers, bring it around, and slam it into the ground as this tidal wave of ice and snow explodes out from her. I need everyone except for Spork, because you are currently still covered by the tree, to make a Constitution saving throw.
If Spork's over by me,
including me?
am I also covered by the tree?
You
Including
are
me?
not. You're very close, but you're not.
So
But
I need
yes.
to roll a
This is a 60-foot cone, so it's a pretty beefy pretty big one.
Haha.
Beefy range.
16.
Okay, give me just a second to find the spell.
And I'm sorry, we said dex save?
Con.
1 save. Oh, even better.
I fail.
That's not good.
19 for me.
Cone. Wait, oh, cone. How do I spell? I forgot how to spell, everybody.
C-O-N-E.
Cone of the conical. There it is. All right.
I can see clearly now the cone.
rain is gone. Okay, that'll be. Okay, what are the saves again? Grant?
19.
Oh, 16. I got a 16.
Okay, 16, and then Ingatril?
I rolled a natural 1.
Okay, so Ingatril, you will take full damage from this. Sir David and Sebastian, you will take half. Cone of Cold rips through the area, dealing, frankly, an obscene amount of damage for a 5th level spell.
Obscene. All right, Grant, I'm ready to update your character sheet.
Yeah, get your character sheets ready, everybody.
Lydia, you ready to update my character sheet? Nice.
In control, about to take some damage.
Take some damage.
Monday.
Monday.
The
The car
damage-
drove past at the
would
perfect
the
time.
damage, perhaps knocks Sir David out of his madness.
That's not how it works, unfortunately.
Yeah, I know.
All the cold damage is what I perceive as her jaw, so it just really solidifies the damage.
Ingatril, you take 48 cold damage.
Nice.
The rest of you,
wow.
other than Spork, take 24.
You're not resistant to that for any reason, are you? I don't think so.
Nope.
Nope.
Not as far as I know. It would be pretty cool if you were, though. That would be neat.
You have a spell that lets you, but
Feel free to refresh your character sheet.
yeah, refresh your character sheets, everyone.
Yeah, the problem is there's too many spells, Grant. There's too many spells.
This is going to
Too many
go
spells, one
very bad.
On the bright side, that's the end of her turn.
My
the
turn.
cold washes over you. To Sebastian.
No, it's
To
Spork,
Spork.
right?
Yes. Sorry, you were just so on the dot. I just assumed that it was your turn. Also, for those of you paying very close attention, so those with the 17 passive insight, the cold that is slowly beginning to cover
Benji?
Benjamin has progressed.
Great. Where is he? Is he in the
No.
cradle?
He is in the crib. He's on the far side of the room.
In
Yeah.
the crib.
Benji.
Sorry, I'm not laughing about the baby. I'm laughing about the crib joke.
It's Spork. It's your time. What's good?
Hey, Coach Drew.
Yeah.
What's good?
Well, you could.
What can I do to best help you?
Well,
Because you got the plan. Well,
um,
you have the important.
I mean,
Drew doesn't have a plan. He has a list of things that he would like to happen that are not
Have
going
a
to because we're all
checklist.
going to
How
die.
can I help you? How is there
I mean,
a way
if
I can help you complete the checklist?
I mean, having Sir David not maddened is helpful.
Okay.
Which I think you can do.
If you have remove curse or lesser restoration, it will get rid of the
I have
madness.
lesser restoration.
That's an option.
That is an option.
Do you want me to do that, or do you?
Because
want
if
me
you
to
do
fight the
that, then that
damage?
will free up Sebastian's turn as well. Because I assume that one of you is going to cast lesser
And
restoration.
then, Lydia,
or-
as a bonus action,
remove
you can
curse.
attack her with your whip.
That is true.
Okay, we'll do that.
Fantastic.
Okay, I'm gonna mark your
You
spell
are within range. You're basically lying on top of Sir Daven. So you're just kind of there if you would like.
Get off of me, wench!
Suddenly, unlike Ingatril, that has this nice, warm, soothing calmness, Sporks is more like you just kind of slap him aggressively, like open palm, and suddenly you're just snapped out of it. You the scent of like fresh lawn
Welcome
clipping
back to
for some
sanity.
reason.
Welcome back to sanity.
Did you mow the grass?
And Spork, you are able to Bobalaika moved close enough that you are able to move far enough that with your reach whip you can make a bonus action attack if you'd like.
Kapow! I'm gonna do it.
Fantastic. Make an attack roll.
Oh, 16.
Okay, 16 is not quite what you need.
Dang it. Well, it sounded cool.
And this is adding your
It sounded threatening.
is it a +1 whip? I can't ever
No,
remember.
no, it's not. It's
Oh,
my.
whatever.
It's the uncommon
No.
item.
I rolled an
Oh, yeah.
8. So
Hey, that's not bad for an 8. Guys, I'm gonna need you to roll above 10s, please. That would be
got
We
it.
make
Is it
That's not possible. I'm sorry.
Above the 10.
Okay, well,
Understood.
your whip cracks out, and once again, with those inhuman movements, she straight up like stands just on her fingertips as the whip lashes underneath her. You pull it back, and she lands,
like that
laughing with a voice from the grave. Thank you for the sound effects. That was very stereotypical witch. But Sebastian, your fear is cleansed. The time is not.
Wait, what? Wait,
Sebastian's turn.
you said.
Sorry.
Oh, it's my
Right.
turn.
Yeah.
It's not my turn. I'm sorry.
Sir
Okay.
David was just very excited for you.
Zelich! And then, out of fear, as I'm running down the snowy hill, I have a couple options. One, in my fit of fear, just throw back a fireball into the entrance and hope that it kills the thing. Or two,
You know you're not afraid
Cast-
anymore, right?
You're not afraid.
wait, I'm not?
Yeah.
Wait,
No,
how
you
did
got
that happen?
unfeared by Ink
Oh,
Control.
I thought.
I had a whole
David was
monologue
being
where
a-
he like
Oh,
He
yeah.
touched ya?
For some reason, I thought David had already been unfeared.
no
now
Scorch
I'm
just
unfeared.
did that.
Yeah, and then
Thank
I
you,
gave
so you're
you
good.
work.
We got it. Don't worry about it.
So you have
Thank you,
multiple
Scorch.
options
This
now.
is good for me. Yeah, I have more options than just throwing. I had a hope. I don't. Okay. Let's go ahead and you know what? Let's just do a good old. Okay, who's close to the witch, and how close are they to the witch?
You have a wind spirit that
Yeah.
is 15 feet away from the witch,
Yeah.
and then the other wind spirit is roughly 30 feet away from the witch, but behind a tree. So
And
if you
my
were to like blast,
friends
they would be covered.
Are not within 20 feet of the witch. That's
Sir
what I'm
David
really
is.
worried about.
I am. Where's
Yes.
the witch again?
The witch is if you go to the center square of the entrance, go to the left one square and then up 3 squares.
Oh, I had her marked in the wrong spot.
It's tough when you can't actually see the thing. But you are at the very far right of the entrance there. Pretty much as far right as you can get. So you're just barely within the 20-foot range.
Okay, fine. Well, then you know what I have to do here.
Is it a fireball?
Do it.
It's not quite a fireball. Well, because I would hit David, and that would be bad. No, I'm gonna do the good old wizard thing and cast magic missile.
Also, are you an evocation
Wait.
wizard?
He is.
I'm pretty sure that
yeah.
evocation wizards can choose locations in their evocation spells that they don't damage. Am I wrong about that?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is really good news. Then I'm fireballing at 4th level. I
In that
mean,
case-
why the heck wouldn't I?
Yeah, if you're doing that, you can hit all 3 of them if you place the fireball right in the middle.
I say, haha, you thought you could eat me? Well, I will be cooking you. And then fireball. And I gotta roll to hit. this thing,
They
right?
have
Is
to
that-
they have to roll dex saves.
Well, I can
um,
open the spell and read it too. Yeah, dexterity saves. Go for it.
Fantastic.
What do you got?
I can open the spell and see what they do.
Okay. For one of the wind elementals will succeed with like a 20 billion.
Jeez.
Baba Laika will fail, and so what's your save?
16.
16. The other wind elemental 1 will also fail.
Nice.
Wind
Okay.
elemental number 1.
All
Yes.
right. So
Other
I
wind
don't-
elementals, but they're God, what is it called? When it
Dr.
snows real
Q?
hard.
Thing 1, thing 2.
No, like what's it called when it snows real hard?
A blizzard.
Blizzard. They're blizzard
You
elementals.
okay, yeah,
Specific.
blizzard elementals. So, they take a total of 9d6 damage,
Mhm.
or half as much on a failed save. And according to Google, 9d6 equals 29.
Okay, so Baba Laika will take half because she resists fire.
And the best part is no.
Oh,
Magic missile, if I remember correctly, is
Where's the
force
magic-
damage.
where's the magic
Fireball.
missile?
Oh, it
coming
is
from?
fire damage.
you're
Oh, it's
casting fire.
Casting
fireball.
fireball.
Magic. What is happening?
Grass got too
Yeah, I
many things
cast
up in his head.
fireball, so it's fire. So yeah,
So
you're right.
29. You said 29 damage.
29 damage. 29 fire damage. to be
I wish you
So-
could change the damage type, but that's a warlock.
Yeah.
No, that's
Yeah.
Or
sorcerer.
sorcerer thing.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I could be anything for you, DJ.
And then
Okay, multiclass is
29.
It was your job to make the character, Bucko.
I'm sorry. I didn't know it was going to be resistant to fire damage.
I'm proud of myself. I gotta brag here. I'm proud of myself. I chose a feat for Drew because I was choosing so many fire spells that made it that he ignores resistances to fire. I know he said that earlier, but I'm so proud of myself.
Grant, I'm proud of you too.
Thank you.
So Sebastian,
even though I misnamed my spells.
hey, you know that happens.
And I'm a wizard.
Sebastian, Ingatril lays his hand on you, cleanses you of the madness. You turn around, say your one-liner. Runes begin to float in the air around you as you conjure and move your hands in various mantra to be able to summon this blazing inferno that you launch. As it gets close to Babalaika, the frigid air that surrounds her actually freezes some of the flames. In midair, they go out, but still her body is coated in a raging inferno as the blizzard elementals also. There is now a bare patch of stone where there once was ice.
It is not advised to cook once something is frozen. You're supposed to thaw it first. But here, I am going to cook the frozen. That's his other one-liner that he
This
says
is better than
also.
the actual chef character that you played. Sir Davin and Spork, this is a weird experience for you because you look, see Sebastian cast a spell and you go, this is the end. Because it lands like right next to you. Sebastian, you're able to pick specific spots that it doesn't affect. So as this wave of fire engulfs you, you're just a perfect little bubble surrounds you, and the fire
It does
never
singe your
lays out.
eyebrows. You
Yes.
don't have eyebrows. Your hair is singed. Your face is somehow more red.
You're
though it didn't
relatively
burn you.
sunburnt.
Yeah,
Like
you
it's
have-
like you just
you have,
yeah.
like burned off eyebrows now.
I pull out an aloe plant and break off a stick and just start rubbing it over my face.
Absolutely.
That's more poison oak.
Next up,
Why did you keep
after
it?
Sebastian,
Why did
Sir
you keep
Davin,
it?
you're rubbing some stuff on your face.
Okay.
Luckily,
Okay.
it was burnt, so you didn't really get it on you. It was just kind of turned to ash as you went to rub it on your face.
Your eyes are just watering now.
You're just
Okay,
crying.
let's see. I am.
Weepy. What would you like to do?
So, looking around at my compadres, do any of them look hurt?
Yes.
Ingatril, probably.
Yes, very hurt.
Hey, Ingatril, you know, how far away are you from me?
Roughly 30-ish feet, probably a little less, maybe 20.
Is he like 20 feet straight left of me?
No.
Uh,
I'm 20 feet straight back
not
of
straight left. Because
off the map. You're not on the map.
Sebastian, yeah, Sebastian ran southeast, so he made it out of the cave. You just hit the wall of the cave when you ran
Okay.
east.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a lot of okays.
We're gonna cast Healing Word,
Ooh,
and we're gonna cast it at 3rd level.
okay.
So that's 3.
Yeah, all right.
Okay.
Okay.
That's 3d4. Okay, roll.
Beaver heels.
Okay. So that's 9 plus 3. That's. Wow, that's
A number.
I rolled
Yeah,
like
bards.
I rolled pretty
Bards, man.
decent, and I do 12 HP of healing.
Hey, that's
Welcome to
12
my life,
more than I
dude.
had before.
Welcome to Healing Word, everybody.
Yeah.
That's your
Mark
bonus
those
action.
off.
What would you like to do as your
That's my
action?
bonus action.
Yeah, Healing Word. It's a bonus action. That's why it doesn't heal for more.
Oh, okay. Can
didn't
I
fucking
run
know
over
this
to
one.
him?
Yeah, you absolutely can.
Okay, then I'll cast.
You'll have to stand up. You have, I'll say that he was 20 feet away, so if you use 15 feet of movement, you'll get within touching range.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna touch him and cast Cure Wounds.
Absolutely.
You said that there's the 6th level.
Yeah, so you
match,
cannot
right?
hit, you cannot go above 6 levels in total spell slots cast. So
I'll do
as long
another
as you-
3rd level spell.
Yeah, that works. Because it was a 3rd level healing word, right?
Yep,
That'll do.
that'll do, pig.
Dude.
All right,
Okay.
That'll do.
now we got
do.
the 8. That's much better. That's 22 points of healing.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Wow,
like,
that's the warmest congratulations I've ever heard from
that
Ingatril.
sucked.
Nice.
That sucked. Boom. Slap you. I give you a little
slap.
I give you such a little
The athletic butt slap.
Yeah, I
Get
give you
in
the
there,
athletic
kid.
butt slap and I say, get in there, buddy.
Ingatril, if you didn't know Sir Davin,
Uh-huh.
this would be much worse than it is,
Uh-huh.
obviously.
Yeah.
But for some reason, you do feel better.
I'm a little sad that I can't give you bardic inspiration because I used my bonus action already. But
Yeah. Is that at the end of your turn?
that was everything I can do at the moment. Yeah.
Fantastic. It is the wind elementals' turn. The blizzard elementals. The elemental 2 is not going to recharge its ability, so it's just going to try to slam Spork, who is moved.
I'm very
There.
flammable.
Uh,
It's what
Says
the S in
Spork,
spork
seeing the
stands for.
blizzard.
Oh, Aaron, you took that to an inappropriate place. I didn't like it.
Hey, I
Aaron, go to your
did nothing of the
corner.
sort. I winked.
To your
You
corner.
winked at the camera in a suggestive manner.
I'm DMing for the rest.
What's your AC?
I believe 18.
Okay. Once again, this it just wind tunnel swings past you. You actually manage to hurdle over one of the tree branches that is sticking out, so it just goes underneath you. And you dodge that attack. The other one is going to move. It's gonna go after. They don't seem super like they want to leave the enclosure of the map, mainly because I don't want to have to deal with putting sticky notes below the map. But thankfully, there is one more person who is hanging around. Oh, because you moved. It's gonna go after Spork as well. It's gonna hang out.
Oh.
Another attack towards Spork.
That's not good. I killed the wrong person.
Sponsored by Handscape.
Oh, because the
Spork has done
dice.
this to me.
So
Does a 24 hit?
Oh, yes.
I know. I know it does.
No, you don't.
Because you already told me what your AC was.
I know.
Okay, so that's that dice and that one. Okay. That'll be oh geez, math. 12 bludgeoning damage and an additional
that's right.
5 cold damage.
Let me get that too.
As
12
huh?
and 5.
Oh yeah. So 17 total.
Seventeen
As
now,
you hurdle the first swinging wall of wind, the second one just swings over top and just smushes you flat into the ground as you're battered by this deluge of snow and wind.
Deluge.
I've got a lot of good words today. God dang it.
Yeah.
That is their turn. Ingatril,
Okay.
you're feeling better than you
I'm
have
feeling
since
feeling
the start of
good.
this fight.
Although now Spork is getting just beat around. So
I got Spork. You go do your thing.
well. So okay.
Spork is frontlining. That is officially what Spork is doing.
Yeah. Can I? So so the two blizzard elementals and the hag are like all like surrounding Spork. Basically.
The two wind elementals are flanking Spork at the moment,
Okay.
while the hag is 10 feet away.
Oh, okay. Okay. Fine.
Not good.
Okay. This is what I'm gonna do. I am going to cast Wall of Fire.
Ooh.
Let's go.
And so I'm basically just gonna send the wall. It's gonna start basically just a little bit in front of the first wind elemental. It's gonna go down, go around, get close to the hag, and come back around and hit the other wind elemental while protecting Spork.
Fantastic.
And to clarify, DM, I also got to make sure that the wall, the damage inside the wall of fire doesn't get too close to the crib where the baby is.
Oh, the crib is very far away.
No, I already
Crib's on
roasted that with my
we're fighting at
fireball,
the
dude.
entrance of the cave.
Quite
Yeah,
far
yeah.
away.
Crib's on the back side.
Baby's on the opposite side.
Perfect. That's all
Um,
great. So they all three need to make
Like dex saves?
dex saves. Yes.
Dexterity saving throw. Dexterity saving throws.
That's
That's one of my favorite things that we just randomly started doing. Let's see. That one's not going to succeed. That one is also going to fail. That one is going to fail as well. All three will fail their saving throw.
Nice. And because of my fruit that Grant gave me,
You can make them
they do
not resistant.
Yeah, not resistant. That's right. All right. I'm just gonna roll.
That was a good, entirely accident call by Grant. What a stellar play.
Wait, what are you talking about? The feet?
Yeah, the feet.
No, that was on purpose because I thought,
No.
I'm giving him a lot. What?
Like I knew that you purposely chose the feet, but like you know how many times I've been like, oh yeah, this feat's gonna come in handy, and then it just never comes into play.
Absolutely. I didn't know there
that
was
is
gonna be resistance to fire.
26 points of fire damage.
Ooh.
I was just like, oh, it'd be a shame if we fought something with fire resistance. Might as well give him a feat.
You said 26.
26.
Okay.
Didn't expect
Awesome.
the Ice Queen to have fire resistance.
Yes, your wall of flame erupts, arcing a line from each of the elementals surrounding Spork, but making sure that the fire is like dealing the damage away from Spork. Catching both the elementals and Babalaika. Do you have anything else you would like to do on your turn?
Then, with my bonus action, I'm gonna attack with my spiritual weapon.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Is it just a
Swings
big
down.
like hammer?
It's
Like
a
for-
forge hammer.
That
Forge
is a
hammer?
dirty 20.
Oh yeah, that'll hit.
You dirty 20.
Oof.
That is not what I thought you said.
Not a lot of damage.
I'm concerned.
Only.
I heard it too, DJ.
Thank you.
Only 5 points of force damage.
Okay, that's a good
Message
damage.
me what
thing.
you heard, DJ.
Okay, I will.
This time, the very hammer of Keldon himself finds his favored foe, True, striking a mighty blow of 5 force damage against the back of Babalaika. Speaking of Babalaika, it is now, once again, her turn. Time for her to shine. She sees your wall of flame skitters backwards. I do need to double check. Is it when they end their turn?
Yeah, when they end their turn. So when they first time on a turn.
First time
so
they enter,
like-
or if they end.
Yep, or if they end.
So she is going to step backwards.
Yep.
And she is going to once again raise that twisted white staff high, slam it into the ground, and
No.
she is going to cast Wall of Ice.
No!
Striking a line through your flame. It will curve. It will attempt to hit Spork, Sir Davin, and then rip along towards the other two as well.
It's
All
going
of
to
you
move
chill,
my
chill,
wall
chill.
of fire.
Yes. Yes, it
Bruh.
will.
That's...
Your Wall of Fire will deal damage to
rude.
this Wall of Ice.
Oh, okay.
Frozone.
That is an important thing.
Does the wall of ice deal damage to the wall of fire?
No, but the Wall of Ice can be destroyed. So I assume that the section of fire is put out. The rest of the wall of fire is fine. And then that Wall of Ice might also be that section might also be destroyed. It's hard to know. If not, they'll both exist at the same time, which is pretty cool either way. So dexterity saving throws from all of you.
Hellfire,
Boy.
ice fire.
Again.
Ooh, natural 20.
Ooh, that's good.
Oh,
That's pretty
shoot.
11 on die,
Ooh.
which would be a 15.
Okay,
Maybe
that's
one better
15
than that.
is the DC.
10
Nice.
for me.
10 for you as well.
I rolled a 17.
A 17. So everyone except for Sebastian succeeds.
Yes.
Grant, I need you to do
Yeah.
better.
I don't get paid enough to do better.
Oh shoot, you're right. He's got us,
Wait, you're
guys.
getting paid? I want to get paid.
I'm just kidding. I'll try.
Ah,
Ah.
Let's see, that is.
Ah.
Oh god,
okay,
Matt.
I'm
So,
ready to update.
does
Quinn
this?
so far.
How does the wall of ice hurt me? Is it just like spikes from the floor hit me? Like kind
You
of.
ever
It's
licked a?
Well, it's like a
literally-
blade.
Basically liquid, like solid, like frozen nitrogen. That is how
Yeah, that
cold
sounds-
this ice
That
is.
sounds
It
awfully
rises from the
cold.
ground. Even touching it would like sear the skin from your bone. It's not good. So while the rest of you manage to dive out of the way, only getting like minor frostbite as it goes past, those of you who succeeded will take 20 cold damage. Sebastian, you will take 39.
I am delving into an icicle. I
Sebastian
freeze up
is
and then I
down.
fall over. I'm down.
Oh, you're down. Oh no.
I'm down.
Gasp.
And
Sebastian
you got my
has
20
been
points of
struck
damage.
low. 20 points of damage. Yeah.
And then as I'm
close.
freezing up, I say, "Oh, Fiona, I should have done better." I freeze up. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
fantastic. Sebastian cries out for his misbegotten lover.
Fiona.
That is the end of Babalaika's turn. That'll go to Spork. Spork, there's now a wall. Actually, can you, Drew, can you real quick roll fire damage for the wall of ice?
Yes, I can.
This is a very important thing because there's a chance that you aren't cut off from Babalaika, that you have a clear line of sight and vision. There's also a chance that the wall of ice survives this.
Give me one second. I apologize.
Once anyone's a race, Drew.
I wish I
28.
had a picture of Aaron's map.
28. Oof. You are 2 hit points off of destroying this section of ice wall.
She lives.
So encased in ice is a still roaring flame. But the wall has, I will say that the wall has melted enough that it is like clear all the way through and you can see where a Babalaika is. You would
Okay.
need to either destroy the section of wall so you could pass through and take less damage from the frigid air, or you could go through the wall of flame. Also, Ingatril, did you make a con save to maintain concentration on wall fire?
Oh, I did not. Thank you for reminding me.
No problem. You need to beat a 10.
Okay. So
We're good. Natural 20.
I get 2 attacks per action.
Yes, you have extra attack.
Could I use my short bow twice? One to hit the wall, and then the
You
other
absolutely
one?
can.
Okay. Well,
And you
attempt.
can, yeah, and so yeah, you can fire off a shot. Make an attack roll. I'm gonna tell you right now, the wall has an
Also-
AC of 12. So
Also, Lydia, you can also, as a bonus action, cast Hunter's Mark to deal more damage. Deal lots of damage. If you would like to, you don't have to do that.
you also have the option of using your whip as a bonus action because you are still within 10 feet of her.
Oh, I want to do that.
Okay. So
Okay.
first off, make an attack against the wall.
For an attack against the wall is a 14.
14. That'll hit. I don't think you can deal
Yeah,
less
it's
than
an
2 damage.
automatic- Yeah.
So-
okay.
Arrow flies from your short bow. You do the cool thing where you hold the bow slightly sideways, which you're not supposed to do, but you do it anyway because it looks rad. And you're a goblin. You don't care about form. Arrow strikes the wall, shatters it into a million shards of brilliant glass. Second arrow fires from the bow. Make an attack roll.
Oh, so close. It was a 19 on dice. That's a 27.
20. Yeah, that'll hit. You'll get your extra d6 of damage because she is currently marked.
Well, didn't roll great, but that's +5. Okay, so 9 damage.
Also,
Okay.
Also, DM, is she a fae or aberration?
She is Fey.
You get a thing. I don't know what you get, but you get a thing.
Tell me my
That
thing,
is your
Coach Drew.
favorite enemy, I'm pretty sure. I don't know what that means, but
Okay, let's see. Favorite enemy. You have advantage on survival checks to track your favorite as long as intelligence to recall information about you, learn language. That's not helpful.
yeah, if it was the favorite foe, the optional version from the other one, it's much better. But
Okay, and then the
it's
whip.
complicated. Yes, you can make a bonus action attack with your whip.
Whatcha?
Do-do-do-do.
30 20.
Dirty 20, yeah, that'll hit.
So that's another 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage more. Okay.
And that's my turn.
Bob Leica doesn't look great.
Ooh.
I would say that in terms of damage, like
Never did.
she's in pain. Yeah, no, she didn't look good to start. But you can see that there are definite cuts and gashes. The blow from Keldon's hammer still leaves a sizzling mark as the god that strikes down the darkness tends to do.
Strike me down. You've
Spork,
never
would you
held
like to
back
move
before. Do you know what I'm quoting, Grant?
I don't, but you're cracking me up.
It's Prince Zuko
I
says
think
that
I'm
when,
gonna stay put.
Yeah.
after he learned to redirect.
Excellent.
Lightning.
So you plant your feet and get ready for the onslaught. But before that happens, Sebastian, I need you to roll a death saving throw. The
That's
freezing
me
cold, the chill.
freezing. Okay, I'll roll it. When a problem comes along, you must whip it. That's a 19.
That's success.
That's a success.
19. That is a success. I just want to
get
make
back
sure.
to Fiona. But he's also like dying, so he
Okay.
doesn't say that. But he's having a dream.
You know,
he's
actually,
having a dream of his past.
I have made a mistake. Spork, if you
Why?
would like, you could make another attack roll with your short bow towards Baba Laika, because the wall of ice is vulnerable to fire damage. So the wall of fire would have destroyed it.
Oh, do I not roll a? Do I not roll?
Oh no,
a save?
now your turn will still be as it is. I was just
Uh-oh.
looking at wall of ice to see if it damaged you by being you being near the wall,
I see.
but it does not.
Natural
That's
20.
That'll do.
Wait, now technically, Dia.
This would have been the first attack.
Would've been the
Yes.
first attack.
So
Meaning
you
you
may
definitely-
double your d6 die as well. Do you happen to remember what you rolled for the d6 on that previous hit that you had against her?
It was a 4,
Okay, so
like in total.
yeah, okay. I will take away the 4 from that.
When a problem
It was
comes
4
along.
total, and then there was the addition to it, so it was.
I subtract. All I needed was the die. The rest of it can
Okay.
stay.
Okay.
So you are critting, which means that you'll have your max for your d6,
Okay.
the max for the short bow damage,
Okay.
and then roll those die. I don't know what a short
Okay.
bow does. Is it
That's a
D-
D6.
So it's 11
D6?
plus 6, so 17 initial,
17 initial?
and then another. Do I add on the addition thingy?
If you've already added on the your stats, no, but you will add on the d6 of die to the
Okay.
roll.
So then that's another 8.
Okay.
Nice.
So 8 plus 17, did you say?
Yeah, 25.
25.
Nice.
It's funnier than 24.
Oof. That is so we head back in time. The fire destroys the ice, melting it into a pool of water. Immediately through the roaring flames, 2 arrows fly, followed by a whip strike. One of them lands true, straight into the just above the collarbone of Baba Laika, almost hitting a very important artery. Immediately she is knocked backwards. The second one hits into her shoulder, and then the whip strike snaps, lashing her hand. We move over to Sebastian. He moans for his misbegotten lover, but
Fiona!
the will to live, to return to her, steadies your breathing.
I will return.
Following Sebastian, we have Sir David.
Okay. I have 2 options here.
You do.
Okay.
Yes.
I can go the aggro route, or I can go the support route. And the answer to your question, Aaron, will determine this. Have I seen, say, like a young bronze dragon in my lifetime?
Wait, can I add input?
Yeah.
You created the character.
I mean, if you look at the languages that Sir David Bologna knows.
Oh, snap. Bologna is actually a draconic word originally.
Yes.
It has 3 syllables.
Bologna does
Bologna.
have
I
draconic origins.
do
Bah,
speak
lah,
draconic. If that sways your decision.
If that adds some-
Roll. DJ, I'm going to tell you right now. Roll a d20
Mm-hmm.
with advantage, and you
Uh-huh.
are looking to hit a 16.
Okay. Do I get to add anything to that?
Nope.
Okay. 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 Yeah, no. I got a 2 and a 6.
Unfortunately,
Come on, man.
in
I
this
gave you
world,
draconic.
in
You
this
could've
world,
lied. I'm just kidding.
dragons are not as common as they are in
Yeah.
a lot of worlds.
Uh-huh.
You have learned their language. Honestly, it's always been a dream of yours to see one. You've envied them for a very long time. Their wonders, the fairy tales that you listened to as a child, inspired you to seek them out. But unfortunately, no, you have never seen a young bronze dragon.
So I suppose that probably means also not like a stone giant or frost giant.
Man, you're just gonna keep going through things, huh?
No, I'm just gonna go down. No,
I'm gonna say doubtful because I know you had a relatively sheltered upbringing. The prince probably has.
I mean, he is a sir.
Well, then I will return to Sebastian then. I'll go, I could have been a dragon, and I'll cast Cure Wounds on him.
Excellent. You heal Sebastian for a certain amount of health.
Yeah, a certain amount of die. Yeah, I think it's. I'm gonna do this at 2nd level.
Also, you did not. Oh wait, I have to refresh.
No, I'll do it at 3rd level. I'm sorry, I still have one more spell slot, so that's another 3d8.
Fantastic.
Oh! I have. Sebastian does something when you heal him.
You get
Does he wake
23
up?
points of HP.
How
That's
much?
a lot. 23.
God
23.
dang, that's beefy.
Will you allow me
8d6 on the
to?
roll.
Can I do something quick while, like, when he heals me?
Kiss him.
I was going to.
Yes!
So Sebastian goes. He wakes up. He goes, Fiona.
I
Is
could have been a
that
dragon.
you? Is that
No,
you,
I-
Fiona?
This is
Calling me from
Sir-
beyond
Sir
the
Gavin.
grave.
No, wake up!
Your kiss has struck me deeply.
I'll
The
then
pain
stand
on
up.
my face is not as bad as the pain in my heart. And then he gets up.
It's not
and
your
just.
I
I know. That's-
This is okay. I would just like TikToks of just Sebastian. A YouTube compilation, best of Sebastian. God, what a good character.
2 minutes.
I will
2 minutes.
I will
Worth
then
it.
give bardic inspiration to Ingot Drill, and I'll stand up and go. I could have been a dragon, but you're already a beast in my heart.
Oh my god, that was a good line. That's a good line. I will say, Sir David, just for your benefit, the words that you use to bring Sebastian back to health are fluent and draconic.
Oh, nice.
Speaking the words of the Elder Word,
Upon the horizon, you
bring
hear.
him back from the brink.
Is this the
There was-
equivalent of giving a patriotic speech and having the American flag wave in the background?
Yes, it absolutely is. A dragon goes, oh! Spreads its wings behind you in a true Eldic way.
Dragon caws like an eagle.
Yes. Sir David stands for the patriots of the Eld.
That's right.
You send your bardic inspiration towards Ingatrill. Unfortunately, it's not his turn yet. Indeed, it is the wind's turn.
Ah, wind!
They are going to attempt to cause some havoc. They
thought
are
they were
both going to enter. Yeah, they're blizzards. They are going to whirl around, getting out of the fire because fire hurts. One of them is going to move into the space of Spork. The other one is going to move into the space of. Gonna whip around. Yeah, it's gonna go towards Sebastian. I'm going to need both Spork and Sebastian to make strength saving throws.
All right.
I want to break
I
free.
think I'm a wizard. With a
Dirty
-1.
20.
That's good.
17.
Both of you stand firm.
Nice.
Well
done.
You will
Strengthened
take
by
half
my
damage from
memories.
this, but you are not thrown, which is good. That's a good thing. We like you not being thrown around.
Yeah.
I'm on
I
your
like
guys'
that.
side.
Oh, I know.
Oh gosh, I'm throwing dice all over.
Hans's
the table.
dice aren't though.
That is accurate. If
True.
Yeah,
there's
thank
anyone
God.
that you should blame for your character's death, it's probably Hanscale.
Handskate.
I do. I blame her.
Okay, 5, 7 plus. Okay, 10, 12. Each of you will just take 6 bludgeoning damage.
Oh,
Okay.
tis just a boo.
But between the two of
Are you
you,
keeping track of this, DJ?
You take 6 points of damage.
Yeah, you healed me 26 as well.
Spork, you managed to reach out with your whip and swing it and latch around one of the branches of the tree that almost you get like twisted away from it as you're like, whoa!
Yeah.
Sebastian, you simply just plant your feet. You stare them in the face. Reach out. Lay a hand on Sir Davin.
Okay.
And between the two of you, you manage to steady your ground and hold against the wind. That is the end of their turn. Ingatril, it is now your time to shine.
Ingatril, how
Can
much were
I-
you healed before?
I'm currently at 48 hit points.
48? Okay,
40,
that's good.
just 40 even.
Oh, just
I
40?
blasted him with some HP.
Oopsie.
Can I see the hag still?
Through the raging fire and flame, you can see the hag as it is slightly distorted by a block of ice, but just around the corner, she creeps and crawls, her hands past it.
I, at 3rd level, am going to cast Guiding Bolt.
Ooh, that's a good one.
And I'm going to attempt to hit. Okay. That is a dirty 20.
That is good. I was going to mention that she did have like quarter cover from the ice wall,
Oh.
but that is still enough. Her AC
Okay.
would have gone to 19, so you're good.
Nice. Okay. So that is going to be, because I cast it at 3rd level, the Guiding Bolt deals 48 plus okay, so 5d6 damage. I'm gonna
D6 damage. Here it is. I've missed this.
DJ,
See,
mute while you're typing.
My favorite
Okay.
thing
That
is that
is-
I know exactly what's going on because normally Grant's messaging me.
That is
Jay, you get to be in my
16
seat for a game.
That is 16 points of radiant damage.
16 points of radiant damage. Oof.
And then my hammer, as a
We'll have
bonus
advantage
action,
to hit.
is gonna float over it and swing at her.
Fantastic.
Natural 20.
Ooh. Ugh.
Let's go right now. Ignis.
Ugh.
So that will be 8, 12. No. 11.
Oh, it's math time.
Are Valor Bards
18.
able to use their Bardic Inspiration to add to damage as well?
I don't think so. Not from what I've seen, but I'll double check. Let's see. When I give it, they can use it to their ability checks, attack rolls and saving throws, expertise, bonus proficiency, combat inspiration. Creature that has a bardic inspiration die from you can roll that die, and the number rolled to a weapon damage die, or when an attack roll is made against that creature, it can use its reaction to roll the die and add the number rolled to its AC against that attack after seeing the roll, but before knowing whether it hits or.
So the answer is yes. You can
Yeah.
add it to a weapon die of
What
damage.
die is
I
it?
will absolutely.
It's a D8.
D8. So that's another 8 points
It's
of
a
damage.
date.
Automatically.
Hit me
right?
with the total once you're all done.
Okay, so 8, 16, 19,
Math the drill.
23, 30.
30. Ooh. Yeah.
Nice.
So. Tempests rage
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba.
around. I swear to God, Grant. I'm trying to finish this off here. All right. Every time. Tempests rage around you, swirling clouds of wind and snow. They ripple. You see behind you, Joseph stands at the entrance to the cave, watching the ensuing battle. The bloodstained hands of Babalaika creep around the ice pillar that she created, ready to lunge for the body near the tree, hoping to strike you down with madness, to throw you into the roiling pits of hell that is your own mind, as you are decimated by her summoned creatures. You, child of Keldon, Cleric, the god of the forge. You reach into your pouch, grab a hold of what is just a burning fist of flame. One strike. As you do, a bolt of light bursts out of you, strikes her full, blinding her as she stumbles back, directly into the waiting forge hammer of Keldon that slams down, cling, turning her into a form, as a forge master is known to do, of your desire, which is dead.
Let's
Immediately.
go.
No, it's not dead. We don't want her dead.
Oh, correction. Unconscious.
Yeah, greatly unconscious.
Non-lethal damage.
You leave a burning brand of the mark of Keldon on Babalaika that leaves her in searing pain until her mind simply cannot take it and she shuts down, collapsing into a heap, basically a bundle of bones and flesh. And as her mind enters into the gates of unconsciousness, the wind dissipates. The summoned storms flee back into the atmosphere where they rightfully should be, among the clouds. And you hear a sound. The wind is gone. You hear the soft cries of a child growing fainter.
I run over. I run. I very quickly.
I'm going to need you. I'm going to tell you right now.
Sorry.
I've been marking down as the turns went. I need one more check. The child does not make it.
Frick.
Okay.
The child.
I need you or someone, whoever. I assume that all of you are attempting to save this kid.
Okay, whoever tries to save this kid better have a dramatic moment where they're trying to save
I need
the kid.
all of you to,
So-
anyone who is trying to make an athletics check.
Well, I guess I have a +8, so I might as well try it.
I mean, might as well try.
Sebastian is lamenting on his knees for the child.
Athletics. I got.
19.
Now, okay, hold on, DM. Is this because of the ice?
Yes, this is
Now,
it's
would it-
partly because of the ice, the debris
Would a fair portion of said ice be melted away because of my wall of fire?
on the front, like quarter
by
of the room. Yeah.
Not by the
Okay.
baby.
Okay. I mean, but we still have to cross that part to get there. But
I got a 19.
It's also the fact that like just getting to the kid doesn't help it. You have to get to the kid and get out and get it to Joseph.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm seeing. Is that a 19 from Spork or a 9?
9.
I got a 19.
19. How are you doing?
I didn't.
I only got
didn't
an
roll.
11.
Okay. So, Sir David, you see, first you hear the sound of the child crying. Immediately,
Is that a
Ingatril,
child?
after striking down the witch, turns, starts to run, but his little legs on the ice. He wasn't meant for this conditioning. He was meant to stand in a forge and swing. He was meant to hammer down stone, not move it. Pork, same problem. Those little goblin legs, they can't get him there fast enough. You know what you have to do.
I
You
bound.
Out of your mouth, draconic words flow, melting the ice in front of you.
No way.
Primal energies as you finding purchase on the ice. You full on skid Tokyo Drift style to this crib, perfectly grabbing. The ice and frost begins to creep slowly in that like Avatar finale way towards the last remaining eye of the child. You turn, your feet hit the wall, still sliding. You land, put a hand down, kick off the wall, break into a sprint.
Yeah.
And Ingatril, you see.
Would spare the dying help in this situation?
No, shut up.
Okay.
Every time, Drew.
Ingatril, you
Stop.
see Sir Davin sprinting towards Joseph like a professional gosh dang running back.
Carry it like a
The cries
football.
of the child grow weaker and weaker. Spork, you see this as well. You both know you have to do something. He's not going to make it. Ingatril, you swing your forge hammer of Keldon just at the back of him, pushing him farther.
I thought they were
You
about to hit
slide
the
and
baby.
slide. Spork,
Wait. I know.
yes.
Can I slide my gong under?
Yes,
As like a
absolutely, like a
Yes.
sled. You throw it in front of you as he's sliding. You take a bound and shield surf towards Sebastian on his knees in prayer, eyes closed,
Please,
and you
let
full
the
on
baby
do a
live.
50-50 nose grind into boneless off of Sebastian's face, directly just gently landing in your hands. Benjamin lands in the arms of Joseph, and he whispers words in a tongue that none of you understand. And the frost stops and begins to fade, leaving a
Did you get a
permanent
mage
blue
dog?
tint to his skin. But the baby takes one full breath, and fog, warm air leaves his lungs. You have saved Benjamin, the child of the woodcutter. You have obtained a ginseng
And a drill.
between Spork and Ingatril. You take out your purified iron shackles and bind Babalaika. But as for what happens on the journey back, does King Ramesh save his queen? Is the kingdom saved? Do you even make it out of this hell forest alive? We may never know, because that's where this one shot ends. I hope that everyone had a lot of fun.
Hey, very fun. Thank you,
That
Aaron.
was the most exciting one shot.
Thank you to all of my players. I know that it was a task to make characters for other people. You all played them fantastically with so little prep time. Thank you all of the viewers for stopping by. If you want to see more of this world, I plan on solo streaming at some point in time in the future, and I'm probably going to run this world in a longer form campaign at some point in time. So keep an eye out for that. I'll make sure to keep you updated. Are there any parting words from my cast?
It's
If you
all
are
due to your
listening-
training.
If you are listening, Fiona, come back to me.
Fiona stands on a cliffside, the sunset in front of her, the wind, a crash of ocean spray.
Oh
and she
my
just
gosh.
goes, I'm waiting.
Yes. That's fantastic. Fade to black. No, that was
The
so much
screen
fun.
fades to
I
black.
would do it again. Dude, like
No, that was super fun. I was gonna say
the
it's all
character
because of your
swap thing,
training,
it's so
Aaron.
much fun.
Oh,
With between the rows and the forced character development at the beginning of it, it made it easy.
well, thank
So
you.
fun. Let's do it
I've
again
DM'd
someday.
for a while, and I hope that I get better every time I DM. I had a lot of fun DMing this. I love this world. It's so in my wheelhouse. It's just so earthy. It's so connected. But we can talk more about that. I have a question. One of these Thursdays, Grant is running a talk show.
The filing cabinet.
Is it this week or
Yes.
next week?
Let me.
It
double
should be
check
the
that.
19th, I believe.
The 19th.
He is-
That would be
Or around that. The date might not quite be right, but I believe it's next Thursday.
Not
not
this
like
this
this
Thursday,
Thursday,
the
the
next one.
Thursday after. So if you have any questions, make sure that you are sending those to us. Someone already asked a question in the Discord, and I felt really bad not answering it, so I answered it too fast. But please feel free to send them to us if you have any questions. Obviously, there's a lot of big stuff going on in the D&D community right now with like legal stuff and
Right.
everything like that. I'm almost definitely going to bring this up in the next table scraps this coming Thursday. So if you want to know kind of what's going on with the paper dungeon in regards to that, what are our thoughts? Obviously, we're not professional law people, but we have our own thoughts and opinions. And it's a rough time for pretty much everyone in the business. So if you want to get out your questions and ask anything about how we're doing and anything like that, we'll be down to tell you this Thursday on Table Scraps. I'm going to
Yeah.
talk more about this world. I don't know who will be there. It'll be great.
I will say, yeah, use hashtag AskTPD on Twitter. That's preferable,
Yep.
or just the Discord is the easiest. We'll also have live questions. So if you're there on Thursday and you ask questions, we'll answer them. But it'll be a great time. So yeah, a couple
Ooh,
Thursdays
alright.
from now. Yeah.
And I don't know if we did already, but yes, to confirm it is the 19th.
Okay.
That is true.
fantastic.
Maz is the Wizard of the Coast, also. So
Maz
we
is
have
okay, so we know who to target.
yeah. Well, we know who to
No,
ask
no.
about, I guess.
Get him. Take down Maz. This is on you.
Jeez.
The only thing that I have left to say tonight, if that wraps up everything, we even got done a little early. We can get some good Betty nighttime sleep. The only thing that I have left
Nighttime.
is a little thing that we like to say at the end. Good luck and Godspeed, everyone. We will see you next time, Dungeoneers. We're back with the main campaign next Monday.
See you next Monday.
Woo!
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye. Goodbye.